Hey, hey, what's up, guys? Welcome to another Pokemon card live stream. All right, what should the title be for today? I could have any title I want. I gotta sneeze. Oh my god. I just got in here. Woo! Oh my god, that's too much sneezing. Let's see. Live. I gotta sneeze again. Woo! Pokemon Slab breaks. I gotta sneeze again. I sneeze so much in this room, man. Pokemon Slab breaks. Battle Tower. Yes, we're calling it the Battle Tower. Pokemon Slab breaks, Battle Tower, and free giveaways. Yes, we almost always have a giveaway. Now my nose is runny. Damn it. I'm gonna be sniffling. All right, at here, we're going live for Tuesday. No, Wednesday. Wait, is it Wednesday? Oh my God, it's Wednesday. For Wednesday morning. I got the tag return done, or the tag submission done last night. And I didn't post the listing to the Discord server. And now I'm wondering, did I even post the previous one? I don't know if I did. I might have two of those to post. All right, man, I got way too much work. I was up till like 2 a.m. working on that submission, man. I find it's easier to work on once Karis has gone to bed. I think that's generally how things have been. When Karis goes to bed, I get all my work done because we just hang out when she's awake. All right, so I have done that. Let me go ahead and close this. Wagovi Wednesday. I like it, Wagovi Wednesday. I would like to have weekly events. I just wish I knew what they could be. Wouldn't that be fun? Like a weekly event, like something Wednesday, like Taco Tuesday? Boom, all right. Let's go ahead and pin this. There we go, the website's pinned. Tuesday was kind of busy. The nighttime stream maybe not, but the morning stream yesterday was actually pretty busy. All right. Oracle laid off 30,000 people in the blink of an eye. That's a lot of people, 30,000. Did you guys hear that in the news? Oracle layoffs. The reason that was kind of shocking is it actually affected someone in our group who got laid off, sadly. So I hope he lands on his feet soon. But yeah, Oracle, somebody in our group was affected by that. So that was in the news. That sucks. All right. Actually, there was another guy who also was laid off maybe about a month ago. I was like, oh, that sucks, man. Okay, here it is. I prefer Mexican Monday. Heard that saving money for new Delta data centers, they said, I think. Yeah, who knows? Who knows? It's sad to hear. This is something I like to remind people about, when it comes to the conversation about tax rates and all that. And people like to tax the wealthy, and they like to raise taxes. But, when taxes are low, you attract all the companies to where you're living. And then those companies open up jobs for you. So sometimes people think that the solution to poverty is to get government welfare. But I think it's better to have jobs, just lots of good jobs in your area. That's why I think that, unless you don't like to work, then of course that's not a solution. So it is Wednesday, and we are working on the Pokemon Battle Tower. That's the competition to have the best scorecard for the breaks. We got a couple goofy breaks. It's just a fun side thing we do now. We ought to come up with more stuff like this, but take a look at that. Ooh. So there's two people in the breaks. We've got Soul Despair and Andy Valdez. They're both waiting for someone to join. I want an EBT card equals Eat Better Today card. Got to find a way to tax all those billionaires, though. Let's be real, TCC. Yeah, billionaires should pay taxes, of course. I think that it should be a reasonable amount. It should be like globally competitive, basically. So that's what I believe on taxes. The U.S. should tax everyone, including billionaires, especially billionaires. And the tax rate, the correct tax rate should just be like, how do we stay competitive with the rest of the world? That's it. So people, billionaires especially, should look at America and be like, ooh, I want to move there because they got a little bit better taxes, but not too much better, right? So if the effective tax rate is like 45% or something like that, then America's tax rate maybe could be like 40%. And then they go, ooh, I saved 5% in America. See what I'm saying? So I think that that's a really clever method. And then you brain drain the countries around you, like Canada. Where's all Canada's rich people? They're coming over here. Canadians want to work in America because there's so much opportunity. And we have so many states. You can go live on the beach in Florida. But yeah, that's a real thing. Canada actually struggles with losing a lot of their people, especially their most talented workers, like to escape over here so that they go from making $40,000 Canadian to like $70,000 US, which is like a huge difference. And yes, they will no longer have free Canadian healthcare, but that won't matter because they'll just get insurance and healthcare insurance in the USA. I ordered and paid for shipping and never got an email. Tried reaching you on Discord. Oh, let's work on that right now, Mr. Anik. All right, let's see. So on Discord, what's the name? Can you bump that message? Oh, is it antibody? Excuse me. Oh no, this is the guy who wanted to do that other thing. Can you bump that message maybe? Just go into Discord and post a message. Hopeful fan. So it says here, I don't have a message from Hopeful Fan. Well, here, we can work on it right here. Can you tell me the name of the bag that you have? Yeah, just give me the name of the order. Let's start working on it right now. Did we add my PSA submission for the Hard Light Halo card? Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, it's... Now, we worked on a tag submission last night, not PSA. But yes, your card's all prepped and ready to go. It's Nicholas Alvarez. Nicholas Alvarez. All right. So step number one, Nicholas, why don't I head over to our shipping? No, I tell you what, why don't we head over here and just locate your orders in our emails? Let's see what's going on with that. Maybe over here. Nicholas Alvarez. Here we go. We have a March 25th, Nicholas Alvarez. Says here you order $72. Y Sneaker Bunko Volume 2, 12 packs, one whole box, and USA standard shipping. So let's go into here because it sounds like maybe it didn't ship. Nicholas Bentz, Nicholas Pacheco. Nicholas Williams. There's a lot of Nicholases. Does this say Arthur Burker? That's an expired bag. Maybe you're like way over here. Nicholas Pacheco again. A lot of Nicholas Pacheco in here. All right. Well, so I didn't see your bag right away. Let me go over here to the actual shipping software and see if we can find your label. So if we can find your label, then that'll prove that we already did ship it. March 25th. Wow, that's crazy, says Mr. Francis. Hey, what's up, Mr. Francis? Okay, let's search Alvarez. And it says here, wait, a Nicholas Alvarez shipment on 1/26. So I'm sure it has not shipped out now. Oh, here's your bag right here. Here we are. Huh, it's weird. It was placed, it wasn't in the right box. It was placed as if we were preparing it to ship. I bet you that I set it to the side to ship and I just never created the label. Or maybe I was waiting for confirmation on where to ship it. I don't know. Here, let me go over here. Maybe we ran into a snag while making the label. Here it is. So I do have an address for you, Mr. Nicholas. And I'm going to go ahead and use it unless you want to tell me that it's out of date. Yeah, we set it into the shipping area, but with no label. So I must have thought about making a label. Hello, new here. Hey, what's up, Francis? Whalema? What's up, man? All right, so we're just waiting for it to choose a price. Dude, it's warm in this room. I wonder what the weather is right now. Let's check the weather. Oops, wait a second. Weather Camdenton. Gets up to 74 today. It's warm all week long. Crazy. So it's actually kind of hot. That's why I feel so muggy in here. All right, guys, it's a new day. Why don't I show off some of the breaks? We got Pokey Shuffles. We got Live Customs. We got Pack Splits. We have the Lego Pikachu finished. We have gym breaks. Those are breaks with 1 out of 2 people. We definitely have a lot of breaks. Of course, we have all the critical booster packs as well. I haven't added anything new to the menu in a little while. I think I'm kind of hesitating on that for a moment. All right, let's reset the software. The software is not coming up with the price. I hate that, dude. I'm resetting the shipping software. You have to reset it like every day. Your live streams helped me while recovering from a 3-month injury. That sucks, man. How bad is it? You got an injury? That sucks. Please verify your identity. Oh my God, dude. Now Stamps is having me do my identity. I hate this stuff. All right, we're going to hit copy on that. Boom. All right, now we're going to hit continue. Your one-time code. I tore my ACL and left lateral meniscus tear. That sounds painful. All right, here we go, Nicholas. We're going to try this again now. We're back in. By the way, you can also add stuff to the bag before it officially gets packed up and goes out. What's today? It's Wednesday? All right, so it's deciding the price of the label. I'm going to go ahead and set the baggie to the side, which is exactly what we did last time. But it's calculating the price of the label, and I don't want to wait 7 minutes for it to do that. So I'm going to let it do that, and I'm going to check the queue. Let's see if there's any early orders or if we're going to be talking about what's going on, because we might just be doing some talking. Looks like there's no early orders. Yeah, we had a really busy Tuesday. There's a pattern to it, you know. If you have one very busy day, sometimes the next day is a little bit slower. Let's check over here in the website as well. But I don't think we got any new website orders. No, because we actually get emails for the website orders now. Let me close this. Let's get that label now. I bet that label's popped up. Nope, still hasn't popped up. Isn't that crazy? It takes like 5 minutes for it to calculate the value of the label. So check it out, guys. Here's our lightning break. This is the fast-moving quality break. We've got Team Rocket Returns Cubone. I really like this. I think that 9s are becoming pretty viable for Pokemon card investment, especially really low pop cards. And this definitely qualifies as that. When it comes to the Team Rocket Return, those booster packs are like, I don't know what they are. Are they like $2.5 thousand now? Let's look it up real fast so I can speak on it accurately. All right, get this. So this card, we're selling it for $440, right? And a booster pack of Team Rocket Returns now costs, if you can even find one. Well, here's one for $6,200. Oh my dear God. The cheapest booster pack appears to be, is this right? $2,750. That's the cheapest booster pack for Team Rocket Returns. That's why this this card makes way more sense than the booster pack, because let's say you buy that $2.75 thousand booster pack, you open it up, you pull like, you know, some stinky card out. Well, here's Cubone, one of the best cards in the set, and it's a nice 9. It's already graded, very high quality card, and it costs like 1/5 the cost of the actual booster. It doesn't really even make sense. So I predict you're going to see a lot of these 9s go up in price over time. You're going to see all the 10s go to the absolute moon. The 9s are going to follow because no one will be able to afford the 10s anymore. And it's just going to get crazier and crazier for those sets, those Rocket Return sets and stuff like that. Gen 4 would be fun. Exclusive Pony Boy. Leg was cooked. Get some BPC 157. It will help you. Get some WD-40. All right, here's the label, Mr. Nicholas. Thanks for your patience on that. Get some WD-40, man. That'll fix it. And then you got to say something like, that boy ain't right, while you're putting the WD-40 on. Hey, what's up, guys? Happy Wednesday. I hope you guys are having a great week so far. You are. Kraken, resubmit. You could, maybe there's a small chance you get a 10. For example, you could try to send it to CGC And maybe CGC will turn it into a Gem 10, you know? But I wouldn't risk too much money on that. Yeah, I wouldn't risk it too hard. I would just accept it as a 9. Here's Darkrai. This is 2019 Darkrai from Tag Team All-Stars, graded 10 by me, and then abandoned by somebody. Or no, it was Jimmy Torres's. So he sent it in to be sold on consignment. So this is his card, and he's asking me to sell it here on the table. Well, we've turned him into a $50 break, and so it's $25 a person. And it's just a really nice card. I think as a PSA 10, this costs way more, doesn't it? So the PSA 10 version of this card is more expensive. It's intentionally cheaper because we know it's not a PSA label, and so that's what we do to be fair about it. Darkrai 077. Let's take a quick look. Yeah, so check this out. This card on eBay, $130. $130. Now just imagine the card inside is actually a 10 properly, and you pull it for 25 bucks. That's not bad at all. That's actually a really good deal in my opinion. So we've got deals. We've got cards that are probably underpriced. Uprising, beautiful 2007 vintage Halo, $20 chance, 1 in 2 odds. What is that, like opening a booster pack, right? It's like opening a $20 booster pack or a $25 booster pack, and one of them's hot and one of them's cold, right? That's what this is like. If you don't like breaks, you could actually just buy the slabs outright. So you have that option as well. But we do the breaks because people really enjoy it. And now we got these fun little scorecards, and we'll get you a scorecard and see how well you do over time. Probably really buy slab singles or less as well. No way. What the hell? Free Palestine? Free? What? How's Palestine doing? Let's see what Palestine... I'm going to look it up in the news. You ready? Palestine news. It says, UK finds pro-Palestine protest organizers guilty of breaching rules. Okay. Israel mandates death penalty for West Bank Palestinians who kill in terrorism acts. Ew. So if you commit murder in the act of some sort of terroristic act, Israel will put you to death. No! I was hoping to do, I don't know, maybe a little murder and then not be put to death. All right, let me see. So I'm going to go ahead and delete this email that I don't need. Good. And we're going to take a look at this. Happy Wednesday, guys. It's Wednesday, and we're still rotating our slabs like this Fred augmented. Ooh. I like this Nido Queen. She's a real queen, you know what I'm saying? Let's get her into the Pokey Shuffles. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Mr. Only murders woodpeckers. No. I don't even murder woodpeckers. I wouldn't hurt a fly. Let's get those likes up, guys. 40 likes, and we'll start the giveaway. We're going to say number 23, Nido Queen. So I have been on a binge. I have been watching compilations of people going crazy over Pokemon cards. It's sort of like a public freakout compilation kind of deal, right? You ever watch a public freakout compilation? Well, they have those for Pokemon cards, and it's shocking. I've never done that before. I've never watched whole compilations of people freaking out over Pokemon. If you guys have never watched that, you got to give it a try because it is absolutely nuts. This is Javier Arroyo's, huh? Okay. It's a tempting card. It's absolutely crazy. Here's Right on D's. Right on D's going right up in here. He's also a vintage card. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. The vending machine drama is crazy. Dude, they would just like straight up start fisting, punching each other in the face. Put up your dukes, bro. The whole glitching the vending machine, it looks so dumb as hell. It's man, I don't know how to describe it. It's the most desperate, gross thing I've ever seen. I'm gonna get this machine glitched, and then I'm gonna make $19 flipping this booster box. What the fuck? It is crazy, dude. It's so crazy. There's got to be better ways to make money. You can still buy Pokemon cards, but there's got to be ways to make money other than trying to glitch the machine. Like you're trying to diddle the machine or something. It looks like they're trying to diddle the machine. It's the craziest thing I've ever seen. Down where I'm from, some guy was held by 2 guys and getting kneed outside of Best Buy. Jesus. Let's pull out the trade slab. We got a trade slab over here. That is Miltank, vintage Miltank 9. If you're interested in trading into the Miltank 9, let me know. We'll go through your bag right now, okay? So anyone interested in a trade? Did you see the stabbing of the Japanese Pokemon Center? I did, although I don't think that's Pokemon related. I think it was a boyfriend-girlfriend issue, and she happened to have a job at Pokemon. So I don't think that that's related to the cards necessarily. You know what I'm saying? There is. It's called a job. Love from India. What? India? How's it going in India? Yeah. I'm coming to India. We're going to have chicken biryani, and we're going to have vindaloo, and we're going to have chai tea, and then we're going to go hang out and do the things that you do for fun. We're going to go dancing. Here's Gengar, Pikachu. Here's Mew. Here's this guy. We got Golett. We got Sandshrew. This is the binder break. Not a very busy one, I will say that. Not a very busy binder break. Chai is tea. You're saying TT. Oh, very interesting. I didn't know that. Some doll. Yeah, we're going to have some doll. My parents work at Costco. They had people banging on the doors, begging to get the 151 box. It's embarrassing. By the way, for first-time buyers, we have this free card. It is a Mario poker card, and it's free for first-time buyers. Maybe we'll sweeten that deal. We haven't had a new guy in a little while. Let's sweeten the deal a little bit. So maybe we can get one more card. What are these, holographics? Do I got anything interesting? Darkrai? I don't know if Darkrai's that motivating for people. Ah, how about this? Ooh, Monkey, not Monkey Dory, Mimikyu. Look at that Mimikyu. All right. There we go. Don't forget about our junk packs, guys. We have $3 junk packs if you guys want to have some fun with those. Here it is. Oh. Those are custom-made junk packs. What are they made out of? They're made out of junk. They are? Yes. I think we increased the amount of junk you get per pack because I realized how popular these were. Oh, yeah. I was dumping these into the junk box. I don't have just like a baggie that goes in here. So I decided here's some like XY trainers and some hollows from who knows what time period. These are going to go in here too. Just for free. I don't know if they're worth anything. Maybe they're worth like 25 cents. I don't know. But I don't want to mess with them. I'll let someone else mess with them. There's probably some way to make money on these trainers. Any Dragonair slabs? Not that I can think of. Not that I can think of. Did I ever ask you what's the most unusual country you've shipped to? Well, we have shipped to India. We shipped to Singapore. We've shipped to UAE. We've shipped to Qatar. We've shipped to Hong Kong. We've shipped to Japan once. Japan like one time. Australia. I'm trying to remember. We shipped to like, I can't remember what it was. We shipped to a Middle Eastern country that was odd. Was it, I can't remember which one it was. Was it Middle Eastern? It might not have been Middle Eastern. I take that back. It might have been South Asian or something like that. I can't remember. But we've shipped all over. We've shipped a lot of places. We've shipped to the Philippines multiple times. Where haven't I shipped? Shipped to France. Man, I had trouble with France. I had this shipment to France, and it was full of really expensive slabs. And it was the first time this ever happened. Customs actually opened it and demanded more money. Oops. So we got caught trying to slip some slabs over to France. All right, right now we have no orders in the queue. Why don't I show you some slabs or something? You guys want to see some slabs? So, what do we got over here? It's always a good day to work on the slabs, isn't it? Mr. Ships to the Island. Oh, yeah, I guess I never shipped there, did I? Here's a Mega Swampert. It's funny how that's all you have to say, and we all know what you're talking about. Mega Swampert for $60. That's a really cool card. We're going to lower the price of this down to $50. Now, we sold like 2 of these Mega Poker 9s now, so this guy might be up. Wow, he's got Groudon on the back, too. That looks super cool. So that is Mega Swampert 9, $50 price change. Oh, big gay fat Pikachu. Let's take a quick look at his price. Where we're pricing our 9s, we're in the middle of that. Let's see. Pikachu, Vivid, Voltage, 188. Bangladesh, Singapore. Yeah, it was like a Bangladesh or something. Might have been Indonesia. I think I might have actually... Oh, yeah, I shipped like to Indonesia, the Articuno that got one. So here's Pikachu. And he is not correct at 170. There's one for 155. So he's going to go down a little bit. Pokemon cards. How you guys feeling about them lately? I'm still loving them, man. Here we are. I have to, like, stop myself from buying more. BGF Long, Mr. Ships to the Island, me, and he dragged that. Did I ever ask you what's the most unusual country you've shipped to? Mister, will you be getting milk anytime soon? The minute Karis is pregnant, I'll be like, oh, I gotta get milk. No, but sadly, she's not pregnant. We did the embryo transfer, and I guess we have to do another one. So whatever child that embryo would have turned into, now we won't know. Did you know that's just how it works? So even without IVF, if you're just bumping it with another girl and she gets a embryo that gets like a sperm and all that, like it's, you know, it's a proper embryo, it only has like, it's like a really low chance of actually implanting. It's like 30 to 60% roughly based on like conditions. The odds of it implanting is 30, meaning a whole bunch of, every year, a whole bunch of embryos just die in the middle of the life cycle. Very interesting. I didn't know all this stuff until we got involved with IVF. Path to exile. It's actually very common for a egg to just not make it. Wait, I'm not going to look up the price of this. Look at this. We had it at $35. I'm just going to lower it to $30. Do you think those Pokemon sticker dittos are worth slabbing? What are you talking about when you say stickers? What are you talking about? All right, look at it. This is a Mythic Rare 9 for 30 bucks. Very cool. Here's a Dragonair 9 for 60 bucks. Oh, somebody was just asking about Dragonair. Where are they? We got a Dragonair right here. I didn't know that. PSA 9 Topps Dragonair. Do you think those Pokemon stickers are worth slabbing? What are the odds? 50-50. Is it so for the transfer, the doctor tries to create the ideal conditions for pregnancy, and they do that by manipulating your hormones. And guess what? Even with all that work, the odds are still only 55% that you will get pregnant. On average, 55%. Pretty difficult, actually. All right, so this card's going to go down in price a little bit. There's one cheaper on the market for $55. The Pokemon Go Ditto sticker cards. Oh, yeah, those are great. Yeah, those are really neat. They are. 55. Pokemon obviously loves Ditto. They give that Pokemon a lot of attention. Konnichiwa! This could make a good giveaway. Let's see. A close call. I mean, this is actually a pretty interesting giveaway too, isn't it? Got some giveaway cards ready. Ooh. My hair was on it. Ooh, this is Crystal Guardians Bulbasaur, but he graded 8. That would be like over 100 if it was graded 10. Look at this. Get this thing a fresh sleeve, man. The sleeve got all squished. Where's my courage mister? You don't have any courage? He means the peeling ones. Is each transfer you got to pay for? I actually don't know. I actually don't know how it works. So it might already be paid for. I've not asked Karis how it works. But it will take like 2 months to get to the next transfer. It's really difficult. They like totally control your hormonal like cycle as a girl. And then they just, again, they like build up to this perfect hormonal moment. And then they have it like a tool and it shoots an embryo up in you. All right. So this guy's only 20? Really? I mean, I feel like he should be more than 20. That's a Diamond Pearl Duskull. I'm going to say 24. I think 20 is too low. That's too low. 20 is too low. Nice little card. Those are good odds, like a slab break, but with the baby. Yeah, I suppose. I guess you could get unlucky a lot. We are. All right. The good news is Karis is only 31, so she's got a couple years left before she's considered kind of old for pregnancy. Did you guys know by the time you're 35, you're considered geriatric for pregnancy? Not for like being alive, but for having a baby. 35 means you're like grandma age. Pretty interesting stuff that they don't tell you. They should tell you that in high school. They don't tell you that in high school. In high school, what they tell you is, you better not have a baby. It'll be the worst thing that could ever happen to you. You better not get pregnant. Everyone's going to go, boo, you're a loser. It is. Our society changed a lot. The things we valued changed. Having children and having a family used to be celebrated. Now it's all about, oh, did you become a corporate lawyer or something like that? And it's just, how did we do that? How did that become the thing? Something changed. I don't know where it came from, but something changed. I remember growing up, the biggest fear that it was that your daughter would have to drop out of high school because she was pregnant. That was the greatest fear in the world. Or whatever, like college, right? Your daughter will have to drop out of college because she got pregnant. But it's like, for almost all of human existence, that was exactly what happened. You would just have a baby. Like, going to all this school, all this education didn't matter so much. You just had children. And now it's like, all that matters is if you get your high school diploma, bro. So I guess that was like a status symbol or something. I don't know. The education was a status symbol. The education itself does not make you wealthy, though, right? Like, lots of people go to school and they never make good money. So I don't know. I think the status symbol should be wealth itself, not the education itself. And I'm saying that as somebody who did get a lot of education. I think that wealth itself is the status symbol. But then the other status symbol is actually having a family. So I think society will catch up to those ideas. But it's probably going to take one very unhappy generation of lonely people to realize, oops, my high school diploma wasn't actually valuable. My college degree was not the most important thing in my life either. All right, what's up, guys? To be fair, they were telling you not to get pregnant while you're still in grade school. Well, that's way too young. Mr. Got any PSA 10 Ninetales? No. No more pulling out at 35. That's right. Mister, you got any PSA 10 Ninetales? No. Happy spouse. Happy blouse. I will keep asking until your brain rots. All right, look at this. We got the beautiful Team Rocket Booster Pack Break and the much more affordable XY Breakthrough Pack Break. Let's take a quick peek in onto those. We just started them. So the Rocket Pack Break is a whopping 6 people deep. There's a lot of desire for this Team Rocket pack to go off. So that guy is 6 spots deep. Pretty close. All right, and then we have... this will contain the XY. So XY has only got 3 people. It still needs 7 people. The difference, though, is it only costs $14. So the XY one could fill up very fast. And there are some pulls in that XY breakthrough that go for multiple thousands of dollars. So in a way, this one, even though it's more well-known, maybe more prestigious, maybe doesn't offer the same potential that this one does, dollar per dollar. It's a good question which one could potentially get you the highest return. It just depends on how you look at it. Like, how do you value the reverse hollow in this set? If you get a reverse hollow in grades 10 out of breakthrough, I mean, it's probably going to go for like at least $300. It just depends on what Pokemon it is. But let's say you get like a critical, like one of the best reverse hollows, that might be over $1,000. This one, you're gambling on whether it's a light or heavy pack. If it's a light pack, you're really going to be stunted in how much the total pack can earn. If it happens to be heavy, though, that's going to be a jackpot, literally a jackpot. So we don't know if it's heavy or light yet. Wow, look at that Graveler, man. So that's EX Dragon Graveler. We reduced the price on that already. Pretty cool. What's up, Mary? How's it going? Mary, quite contrary. Man, I had some American chocolate. It was so good. I'd hate to be stuck in, I don't know, Europe eating that inferior, stinky European chocolate. Here's Kangaskhan from Unified Minds. Take a look at this slab, guys. Wow, that's beautiful. Doesn't that look nice? Can't believe they got a 9, though. How did it get a 9? It's pretty borderline. I'd call that one borderline. God, dude, that would have been such a good 10. All right, well, it is a 9, though. That indescribable American chocolate flavor is elite. What about Dubai chocolate? Now, I haven't eaten that. I did actually eat one of the, I ate one of the sardines. So you gave me like a box or whatever, and I opened the box up, and it had like a bunch of different sardines in it. And so I just ate one that was like normal, I guess. It was like olive oil. And it wasn't bad. It was interesting. They took all the skin and all the bones off of it, and it was just like pure sardine, and it almost eats like ham. It's almost like eating a piece of ham. I'm looking for a PSA 10, 110, 108 Ninetales as a present for someone who just started collecting and is a fan of Ninetales. Well, then just go get one. Buy the Team Rocket. You want a Ninetales? I'll get you a Ninetales. I'll get you a 19 Tails. Here's Lugia Rises. Ooh. Now, that's a Lugia Rises 8 for $50. I mean, look at this. This is basically like Jesus rising from the dead right here. Look at that. Sun behind him is like, ta-da! I think that's a great card. It's too bad it got 8.5. Vintage Huntail going for 70. Ooh, that's a 9. Boy, we could maybe put this into the live costumes, huh? I'm gonna put this guy into the live costumes for $75. We're mixing some of the 9s, and we're mixing. You know, we should have done an April Fool's joke today, shouldn't we? We're mixing some of the 9s into these boxes because it's time to do that. We're rotating 9 slabs, so of course some 9s always make it into the boxes. Here we are. What do you guys want to see? What do you want me to put in front of your eyes? Tell me what you want to see today on the stream. Huntail, number 19, P9. There it is. Do you think the 9s will become more valuable? No, wait, I kind of like them. The Huntail, you're saying you're interested in them? Do you think the 9s will become more valuable as 10s get more expensive? Yeah. I think the way it's going, if you're watching, I think the way it's going, it's very obvious, whether it takes 5 years or 10 years, that all these 10 Grail cards are going to go to the freaking, moon, to the point where normal, average, middle-class America cannot afford them at all. And so what do you think is going to happen? What's going to happen is people are going to have to buy 9s. So I think 9 collecting, especially for vintage cards like this one, is just going to be very normal. Now, this one's called Hidden Legends, okay? It's Hidden Legends, Aovic. Actually, I think we graded this one ourselves. Remember, I sold a whole box of that stuff. There it is. The 9 is going to be the new 10. Yeah, it's going to be pretty normal. What's going to happen is you're going to see people with a variety of grades, not even strictly 9s. You're going to see people collecting graded Pokemon cards of all different grades. So you might have a 6 of this, an 8 of that, a 9 of this, and a 10 will be considered like this unobtainable thing, only for wealthy elites from Hong Kong or something. I don't know. Here's Bowser Joker card. That's Mario Bowser. It didn't sell. I think it's a great card. It's just too bad it got a 9, huh? How'd it get the 9? I don't even see how it got a 9. This is why tag's so cool, because their grading report would just tell me. It's really well centered, so all I can assume is that there must have been a surface flaw. That had to be it. It's Miss Sarah Dusenberry. Hello, Miss Sarah. We're just pricing up some cards. Here's Fred. Here's Diplin. Diplin's a 10. He can't be here. Get out of here, Diplin. Oops. We're pricing up some 9s. Let's do a rotation on these slabs. We've got Elves Join the Fight, $28. Ooh. We actually sold quite a few of these 8s and 9s yesterday. Here's Hard Boiled. Believe it or not, I just moved a stack of them over there. The Charizard Rare Candy Break with 9 spots left. He's a Grail card to add to your collection. Here's the Krusty Krab for whopping 60. I guess I'm not willing to bend on that price. And here's Fred Augmented. Let's take a picture. It's a 9 because it's pixelated. Bowsers are so cool. Ooh, am I getting my shipment today? I think I'm getting that shipment from that vendor who owed me Pokemon Black and White since last year, July. I think he's finally fulfilling it. I got pretty nasty about it. I put on the Mafia Economist hat at some point, and I was like, you're going to definitely finish shipping this, or we're going to have to file like a police report. That's basically what I told him. Let's take a picture over. I've had to be like that sometimes, doing Pokemon business. That whole shipment is a really long story. He originally was supposed to ship a whole bunch of other stuff, like Dress Up Darling and X-Men Marvel, Weiss, and just a whole bunch of other cases of cards I bought from him over 2 years ago. Never shipped them. Think he lost them. Think that's what the story was. He lost them. Then I said, okay, well, to help you out, let's convert them into Pokemon cards, because I know you're a distributor, so you just got a bunch in and they're cheaper. So I lost thousands of dollars on this conversion into taking all these cases he owed me 2 years ago and then converting them into black and white. I lost like thousands of dollars. All the missed sales. The cases happened to have gone up in price, so I missed out on that too. And so he converted the money into black-white cases, and he delivered half of them. The other half got return shipped to him. I guess there was like a shipping problem. So he receives them and says he'll send them back out when they arrive. And now, almost 1 full year later, he's finally shipping them. He's finally fulfilling the order. So I don't know. That's what that guy, I had that problem with that guy constantly. It was so bad. And he probably has his reasons. He's probably going to say one thing or another, but it's like, he could have just refunded me anytime he wanted to. He could have whipped open his wallet and said, I'm so sorry about all the shipping issues. We failed to fulfill this. Let me just refund your money, and you can spend it again with me if you'd like, and we can restart it all. Or, you can choose to, sit and wait. But he didn't do that. He didn't do that. He never refunded me, and he just like, I can't ship it. I can't ship it. I can't ship it. When can you ship it? When can you ship it? Maybe after things get really, really, really ugly. I don't know. Which I didn't even want that, by the way. I'm not that kind of guy. I don't actually want to do all that stuff. But it's like, it was not a small thing. It was like, I can't remember. Was it like $20,000 worth of product or something? It was like a big deal. We're not talking like $200 a product. We're talking like $20,000. They had Dress Up Darling? Yeah, there was a Dress Up Darling set, and I ordered it from him instead of ordering it from the internet. And then the internet sold out of it. Its price skyrocketed. And what do you know? He can't deliver it to me. And it's like, why did you let me order it then? Hey, what's up, Mr. LaFlame? He already spent your money. Yeah, I know you already spent it. Mr. How is it you're the richest country in the world with the most amount of debt? I want to understand the American reasoning. Yeah, I'm not a big fan of it myself, Mary. Basically, America makes plenty of money, but then it spends too much money. That's the only way for that to happen. So the politicians spend more than they earn. And it used to be that wasn't allowed, but there was like a law change that allowed American government, the Republicans and the Democrats, to vote on doing this thing called raising the debt ceiling. So they created a law that said, now we can borrow money. And in order to borrow, we just both have to agree to borrow. So the Democrats and Republicans have to agree to raise the debt ceiling. That means going from like $1 trillion of debt to $2 trillion of debt. Ever since that law, American debt has spiraled up very rapidly over the years, and to the point, and you can see it's like an exponential line. It just goes, whoop, it just shoots up. Actually, I might be able to show you that. And so American politicians now always promised to spend as much money as possible to get elected. And this was the precise issue that the founding fathers were scared of. They talked about it over and over again when they were creating the country. All right, so let's see. USA debt over time graph. All right, let's see. So here it is. National debt year by year. Now look at that. That image is when the debt was still only 31 trillion. Pretty bad. And you'll also notice it's both Republicans and Democrats. Neither of them balanced the budget. Pretty damn bad. So Americans say, we need free this, we need free that. We got to make this free, we got to make that free. Here's another reference point. So this is what the United States debt was in 1980. See this tiny little sliver? 1980, that's a single generation ago. In one generation, look at it now. Shocking. And the American people are lied to over and over again that the debt is okay, that it's normal to overspend, that we need to spend more, spend. It's, it's basically a ticking time bomb in my eyes. It's a ticking time bomb. And that's why people bet on all this other stuff. All right, guys, we're having a slow stream. There's no orders in queue. I can just hang out and talk to you guys. If you can get us to 40 likes, I can still give you a giveaway, but we're having a slow stream. If you're wanting to have any fun, send in an order. Your orders are the entertainment. Let's see what we got over here in the list. We got eBay, second YouTube channel. Do you guys follow me over here? The second YouTube channel is where I just post what's going on the channel. Like, I don't make entertainment. It's more like advertisements. Like, I tell you what the next break is. So that's cool. Clipworthy. We have not pulled the Gengar out of Ascended Heroes. We have not pulled... Oh, no, wait. We have pulled one out of Naruto. It would be nice to pull another one, though, wouldn't it? Black and White. No one ever pulled Victini. Ninja Spinner. We need to pull the Greninja from Ninja Spinner, so that's true as well. What's another one? Is there another thing we've never done? Number 5. Boop. What do you guys think of Ascended Heroes? It's pretty nuts, right? Price is not falling. Can you review all the breaks? All right, guys, we're reviewing the breaks. Here goes. We can also work on trades. Great time to do pre-grades. So we have a trade card here if you're looking to trade some junk cards out of your bag. So let me know if you want to go through your bag. We'll pull some junk out of it. We are. The cool thing about trading is it doesn't require any money spent. You can just work on what you already have. So here are 2 gym breaks waiting for people to join. And here's Tentacool. Very nice. It looks like there's a Dedenne here too, but nobody ever jumped in that, so I'm not so sure if that's popular enough. Somebody did buy, you know what? Somebody outright bought the Deoxys the other day. So we have the rare candy break. People always like to see the breaks. We got manga. Oh, here's our free slab. Okay, there's a free slab. Here's the Sleepy Tyranitar. He's 7 out of 19. He's moving slowly. Here's Redo of Healer. Okay. Mary's favorite card, by the way. She told me personally. I showed you the 2 pack splits. This one is up to 6 out of 11. The new Lightning Break, which is this adorable Cubone. He's 4 out of 11. We've got the Mega Break. So people were pretty excited to see Shining Tyranitar 10 coming up on the table. That's definitely a kind of grail card in your collection. And here's the Mega Sublist for the first round. It's already halfway filled. Shining Tyranitar. He's a pretty serious business. He is a CGC 10. Of course, if he was a PSA 10, he'd probably cost about triple that price. Maybe triple. And so there he is. He's CGC 10, and he's a third of the price of a PSA 10, roughly. All right, so that's how we do that, right? CGCs are a little cheaper. It's all about perspective, you know. Actually, you know, the CGC 10s are interesting because they allow you guys to access really top-tier cards. Because I could just not host this break if it was a PSA 10. It would be too big. It's too big. It scares me. All right, here we go. Ooh. It's too big to rig. That's so stupid. All right, put that there. Ooh. So those are the breaks. All right. Again, we have this trade slab for people who want to have a little fun trading some junk into the trade slab. Mister, what set is the Bulbasaur from? Crystal Guardians. Crystal Guardians, right? Is that what you're asking? This one right here. Crystal Guardians. Don't make her mad, mister, please. Let's talk about how PSA just didn't send my card. Oh, yeah, that sucks, man. Let me have a sip of my drink. Take some of my junk cards, says Team Rocket Grunt. Also, give me 1 Poke Shuffle with my store credit. All right, Poke Shuffle time. All right. So here we are, Team Rocket Grunt. Hey, what's up, guys? Hope you're having a great Wednesday. Did you say you also wanted to get rid of some junk? Is that what you said, Mr. Team Rocket Grunt? Team Rocket Grunt, take some of my junk. All right, you ready? So here's some hollows. I guess that's a blank card. Depends on what you consider junk. Here's a Buddy Buddy Poffin. Here's a Trevenant. Not sure you care so much about him. Here's some cards. Here's some hollows. All right. You got some of these. And I tell you what, it's been a little slow this morning. Oh, I mean, the trade card's been a little slow. So I'm going to accept this small little pile to get you into the mill tank. So you're getting into the mill tank on clearly less than $5 of junk. So this is not $5. No way. That's like $1 at best. So, but you're going to get on there anyways. Here you go, Mr. Team Rocket Grunt. Thanks for, here it is, being game today, I guess you could say. TRG. How do I add shipping, says Gladiator. Well, if you're using the website, you should be able to just look up shipping. Shipping is always $9 in the United States, no matter how big or small your bag is. It's always $9. So it's a flat fee. And we do it that way to encourage people to, make their bag a little bit fatter before they ship it out. And then also, if you have a really, really big amount of cards, you get a benefit. It's sort of like, it's almost like free shipping at that point, because it should cost like $50 to ship you out, but we just do $9. So it's a flat fee. And you can add it onto the website also by looking up something called custom payment on the website. Did you know that exists? So custom payment allows you to send any amount of money for whatever you want. So there's two options: look for shipping or look for custom payment. Here we are. All right. I'm a Pokemon Tower. What? All right, so you're in there. Let's get you one Poke Shuffle. Good luck, Mr. Team Rocket Grunt. Show me your Lily poker card so I can admire what should have been mine. Yeah, well, we've got some Lily pokers. Ready? So, boom. One heat more. All right. Nothing too crazy this time. There it is. I should have a Lily poker card. Where did I store it? Is it in the expensive slabs channel or something? I don't know where I store it. Might be in the expensive slabs channel. I don't know. Here's some poker cards. Look at that. Kadabra Abra. Oh, yeah. That's the one you want right there, Miss Candy. Candy, you're going to have to make me some trades. What you got? Jack of Clubs. Lily Cosmog. Ooh. Oh. Here we are. All right. Karis and I were talking... Karis and I were talking about how, if we have a lot of trouble with the IVF transfers, maybe we will try surrogacy. Isn't that interesting? And I joked her. I said, maybe I can find somebody to trade like $250,000 of Pokemon cards to. Fatter the bag, the fatter the wallet. Do you have any Pokemon Japanese vintage in tag slabs? Just a little bit. Just a little bit. Usually if they grade 10, they sell. So if it's tag 10 vintage, it's sold. Because tag is so incredibly harsh anytime it comes to grading vintage cards. I mean, they are just insanely tough. All right. Miss Amy. How's it going, Miss Amy? How's it going, everybody? Welcome to the Wednesday stream. I'm here to entertain. We have Mr. Bryce McNally. What's up, Bryce? Bryce has a big order. So he would like a Fortnite Civ is one. Welcome to our Pokemon stream. If you're brand new, this has been our stream that we've ran for 7 years now. And I think I have to get a new box. I'm not sure. But, oh, by the way, did you guys know about this? The Jumbo Pack Break? It's got one person in it. Miss Sarah Dusenberry's already in there. Where are the Fortnites? I don't even see the Fortnite box. Let's see. Maybe it's back here. No? No? All right. Not back there. Let's check in here, maybe. No? I didn't get rid of the Fortnite box, did I? I don't think I would have. There it is. Haha. Okay, 2025 Topps Naruto. Those are amazing. The Topps Narutos are so popular. They give you a shot at a one of one, a pretty decent shot. They are English Topps Narutos. Super Mario Panini. I love these. Whenever I go to do a submission, I usually open like one pack of these and pull like a card out that looks kind of decent and send it off to grade because I love the Super Mario cards. Weiss Pixar. Oh, interesting. We haven't opened this in a little while. A little variety, huh? One of the things that's cool about the website is it makes it easy to make these like combination orders. One Piece OP13. Okay, OP13. Where's that chilling out at? I think we need a new box of the OP13, okay? So, and then an OP10. We do have that. Here's the OP10. Why is the Japanese OP13 $11? Is that accurate? That seems really high. That almost seems like the price of an English pack. Here's EB1 Japanese. Do we have that? Yes, we do. OP13 11. That seems kind of like it's not correct. We might have to look into that. Okay, and Weiss Marvel Volume 3. Ooh. This is a very entertaining order. I'm liking it. We get to see all this interesting stuff. So here's the Weiss Marvel. Okay. Weiss Marvel Weiss First Edition Frieren Beyond Journey. Oh, those are pricey. Now, those are actually pricey. When I was looking up that product, Frieren got really popular again all of a sudden, and I was sitting on First Edition product. Let's see. I was sitting on it because I ordered so much of it by mistake. In the past, I ordered more than I needed. That's English, right? Yeah, English First Edition and a round of shipping. Sweet. Now, you don't actually have to ship out today. You can ship out next week, a week after that, whatever you want. Or you can ship out today if you wish. So we're not done, though. We need the OP13, don't we? Japanese OP13. Let's go find a box of it. I'm brand new to Pokemon to IV, only been opening a month. Sorry I'm late. I played basketball. Hope you're having a good day. Yes, sir. Oh my gosh, Bulbasaur is adorable. He is. I watched a few episodes of Sun and Moon, and Lily's voice made me not like her anymore. What? That's so mean. Aha! Here we are. So that's it? Yeah, this is it. Thank you, thank you, thank you. OP. Oh, that's OP14. Oh, OP13. I'm so dumb. Here it is. We had it the whole time. For some reason, I was confusing it with OP14 in my mind. How did I do that? Weird. That's why the price was 11, because this stuff is really good. All right. Season 2 just ended. Everyone opening Oshi English now since it's meta. What? Oshi English? Excuse me. I wish Lily was my girlfriend, but at night I prefer Marnie. We are. At night you prefer Brock. Whatever swings your boat, man. We're not here to judge. Snipping this. Snipping this. Oshi English Volume 2 been out for 2+ weeks. Snipping this. You know, Jeff, I haven't messed around with Weiss cards quite as much as we used to. Sales have not necessarily been affected too heavily by that. Here we are. I think I want to focus on card sets that I think are total home run knockouts, whether it be Weiss or whether it be Pokemon. But I don't think what I want to do, I don't want to just carry every set of every brand. That's one of the things I've learned over time. We want collector sets, 100%. Collector sets. There we go. All right, so here goes. Now, this again is for our friend Bryce. Mr. Bryce. We've got Roronoa Zoro popping out of your one-piece pack. Nothing crazy. Fortnite. At least spell her name right. That's why she's not your girlfriend. What? Yeah, bro. That's why she's not your girl, bro. Here's the machine gun, Desert Eagle, and here's Basketball American. There we go. Now, Naruto. Ooh, oh, picking up a holo. This is why these are so popular. Look at this. Hidden Leaf Village. And look, it's out of 25. That's pop 6 out of 25. Crazy low numbers in this Naruto set. I predict this set's going to keep selling, man. It's just too cool. God dang, dude. Give me a top loader. Here we are. All right. I'll put this back now. She's my girlfriend, the blonde woman in black. Haha, I thought you were talking to me, Stefu. What about the new Yu-Gi-Oh set? Yeah, I ordered that. I guess it's not here yet. Weird. Let me look that up real fast while we're in the middle of opening this order. Here, let's finish showing this off. Dosu Kanuta, Chun-Li, the Sand Shinobi, Shizune, Tsunade, Naruto, and Sasuke. All right. Our Yu-Gi-Oh has not arrived yet, which I had ordered some. Yu-Gi-Oh. Awaiting shipment. Oh, it says it doesn't release until 4/10. So did I get the wrong thing? Is that what the issue is? What Yu-Gi-Oh set was I supposed to get? I got Yu-Gi-Oh Rarity Collection 5. That's what I bought. I bought Yu-Gi-Oh Rarity Collection set 5. And his name is Ludwig. I was actually right. I was just kind of plucking. What? Purple Yoshi. Purple rain. All right, here's some Mario. It's a me, Mario. Oh. Limit over heroes, I think Naruto needs to do what One Piece is doing. Yeah, I think they need to copy. Ooh. Oh, you guys ever open these? These are the Panini Mario packs. They're probably in the extended menu, or you can just like search them in the website. Pretty cool. Fly Guy, Bowser. Princess Peach is always getting caught by Bowser. Pretty sus. Oh no, Bowser caught me again. Mario, could you like pick me up? Yeah, right. Is Purple Yoshi female? Purple Rain. I don't know. Here's this girl hugging on the toys, I guess. Here's a hollow. Okay. Here's this guy. No luck in the One Piece packs. Here's Marvel. Okay. We got Cyclops. Oh, yeah. That's Marvel Weiss, guys. It's pretty cheap if you want some. Dooba dooby dooba dooba dooby dooba dooba dooby dooba dooba boo. Ooh. And we'll grab this. Now, Mr. Bryce, did you already have a bag would be my question. Let's see if you've already got a bag. Bryce Carter had a bag. So maybe I was thinking of Mr. Bryce Carter. Bryce. What do you think of that name, Bryce, Mr. Bryce? I think it's pretty all Bryce. I think it's Bryce. Let's get you a fresh bag. Was it a fresh bag kind of order? Let's see. You didn't say you needed a new bag. Let's grab this. Thank you so much. Big fan. Can you ship today? I'll be back for more. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. All right. Good. Doobie 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 doobie. I'll stuff some of this bulk in here, okay? Sound good? Boop. Boop. Somebody Banger sets. All the Japanese buyers been opening the new Bunny Girl set that came out 23 years ago. Is he Lily from Sun Moon? Good card in 10. That's a great question. Bryce? Mick? Nally? Allie McBeal. All right. Now, I believe we have shipped you before. I recognize that name. Yes, we have. All right. Please enjoy these. Let's get that label made. We're waiting for the label price to be chosen. Not too bad of a wait time, huh, Mr. Bryce? That was a pretty easy wait time. We're hitting refresh over here. And we're hitting refresh over here. All right, I'm declaring it. It's a slow Wednesday. Slow Wednesday, guys. Send it in order if you want to have some fun. If you're brand new, place your first order. Let's give it a try. Here's the free first-time order. It comes with this Ludwig van Bowser, but also Mimikyu. So a new buyer, because we haven't had one in a day or two now, new buyer gets 2 free cards, not 1, but 2. How nice is that? That's pretty solid. We're always looking for new guys. We are. If you're a new guy, you should come hang out with us and open some cards with us. We are. Can I please see the bag for Chris A? Yes. I suppose we could. Ooh, I suppose we could do that. Ugh, get back up there. How did this box slide backwards so much? Give me a second. There we go. Pull that forward a little bit. All right, now, here is, oh, there was a Chris Abruzzo bag. So wait, Chris Abruzzo, so Chris Abruzzo had 2 bags. Interesting, there we go. I found this expired Chris Abruzzo bag. All right, so Chris is gonna be happy with that. Here's the Chris A bag. What do you think Trump's announcement is? Oh, who knows, man. We have the greatest war in the Middle East. The Iranians, they want to give me all their oil. All right, what we got? Ooh. Ah. All right. So there you have it, Mr. Chris A. Thank you. Just debating on if I should send it out or send it out yet or not. You can, but you don't have to. I'll set this over here. You could leave it here for me. Let's go ahead and rotate these. We've got the machine, the Bulbasaur, or the Squirtle. Now, here's a vintage squirrel that got a tag 9, $105. Pretty pricey. Man, I just have no clue, man. I think that this war has been pretty unpopular. I think also it was, I hate to say it, but the way I see it is it was kind of, I think you kind of had no choice almost, you know? Like we were negotiating no nuclear bombs for them, but I don't think they were going to listen. I just don't think they were going to do it. They're going to do what they always did. They're going to say, sure, we won't do a nuclear bomb. And then they're just going to build one anyways. Here's a Squirtle. Ooh. It's like we can wait until they already have the bomb, or we can go to war right now before they have the bomb. It's kind of that kind of situation. So I think it's a very unpopular war, especially because Americans feel the debt. They feel the economic struggle back at home. Some people really don't like Israel, surprisingly, from both sides, actually. So there's like, you know, there's like Republicans who don't like Jewish people, and then there's Democrats who don't like Jewish people. And so, you know, it's kind of seen like it's their war or something like that, and we're subsidizing it to a certain degree. So yeah, it's but you know, I've stated my position on the whole subject. I personally feel like if you have a theocratic regime that is a religious-based government and they're chanting death to you and building a nuke, I am not sad that they're not going to be around for that anymore. It's like, that's cool. All right, we're dropping this. All right, there's Squirtle. We've got Dark Golduck, 8.5 for $24. I feel like that's pretty much correct. I don't think it can go lower than 24. Pidgey for, oh, his first edition Pidgey for $30. There we are. Ooh, beautiful cards, man. All because of Israel. They've been building a bomb for 40 years. I mean, we had a deal in place that had meaningful checks on their nuclear systems, and T threw it out. Now he's trying to get basically the same deal. I actually remember that. I was very into politics at the time, so I always have been. The problem with the nuclear deal that we already had in place is it gave a lot of things to Iran that they wanted, and then all they had to do was wait 10 years, and the deal is basically over in 10 years. So the deal that Obama negotiated with Iran was very favorable to them, and they just had to postpone doing what they wanted when it came to their nuclear ambitions for about 10 years. And so a lot of politicians on both sides, even Democrats, were very negative about this arrangement because they get a whole bunch of money. That's when they say Obama dropped pallets of money into Iran. That's actually accurate. They unfroze a bunch of Iranian dollars, dumped them off over there. So Iran gets all this money, and they just have to wait about 10 years and just go back to doing what they want. So it wasn't a very strong deal. And that's why when Trump took office, he's like, let's just end it now because it's such a bad deal. What's the point in waiting? Let's end it now and renegotiate. And I think I generally agree with that. That's true. It was one of Obama's biggest criticisms at the time. Propaganda and paid actors. I just opened a pack and I got the Charizard SIR. Nice, dude. Congratulations. Renegotiate. Yeah. It's like the Jedi's renegotiating. We're here to negotiate with you. All right, what we got? So we got these beautiful slabs. Here's another Huntail. We had 2 of them, by the way. We did not have one of them. We had 2 of them. Let's get this guy a nice clean sleeve. I always make this comparison, maybe because I'm playing Halo Wars right now, but I always make this comparison to what's happening in the Middle East to like Halo, where it's like, you know, you had like the prophets. Prophet here. The divine beyond, right? They're like this religious group you guys know the story of Halo, right? The UNSC is trying to stop the Covenant, the aliens, from detonating the Halo bomb, but the Covenant thinks they need to detonate the bomb to go to heaven. Yeah, so I feel like what's going on in the Middle East is very similar to that. It's like you got a group that believes they're on a holy mission, and maybe they believe they need to take back the Holy Land or something like that. I don't know, but they're building a nuke, and they're like, yeah, we're super religious. God talks to me. I'm not gonna skip out on what God tells me to do. They're building a nuke and chanting "Death to America, Death to America, Death to America" for like 30 years. They've chanted that, and they're like, "We're building a bomb. We're gonna do it." And by the way, they launch a lot of missiles too, and they do sponsor terrorism, and they did help attack Americans in the Middle East when we were fighting in other countries like Afghanistan. So the whole, when they say they're the biggest sponsor of state terrorism, that's not like just the government exaggerating. That's partially true. So again, they're a religious regime. They have nuclear ambitions, and why should we wait for that? Like, why should any country be building nukes? But also, if it's going to be a country building nukes, why them? Like, you can have a nuke, you can have a nuke, you can have a nuke, but we're definitely not letting that kid have a nuke, right? You get this kid, he's all like, the great beyond, God's speaking to me. That kid can't have a bomb, right? Why would, what are we thinking? This is insane, right? But we're so used to it. And again, it's very unpopular with Americans. Americans are very sort of defeated after all the bad things that happen over there. So Americans are very defeated because George Bush's war went very poorly. We wasted trillions. Lots of Americans died or were injured, PTSD. We got nothing, virtually nothing out of it. We gave Afghanistan back to the Taliban. So it was a very defeated war. Vietnam as well wasn't that great. So we've had a lot of bad experiences now, where you have like asymmetric war, where it's this grand empire versus the ground insurgency resistance group, guerrilla warfare tactics. We've had a lot of bad experiences with that. And I think Trump's aware of that. And I think he's going to try and avoid falling into that trap of being stuck over there. So I do believe him when he says he's going to end it pretty fast. I think that his goal has been to eliminate a lot of the leadership over there. And then I think we're just going to move on. I think he's going to be like, all right, bro, I have all the Bird, Trio, Lugia, Mewtwo, Ho-Oh, and the Legendary Beast and Pokemon Fire Red in just 13 hours, along with Shiny Eevee and Shiny Dragonite. Nice, dude. Our relationship with Iran in particular is really complicated. Well, Iran was taken over by Islamists. That's how it became a religious regime. We have, I think, a decent relationship with a lot of Middle Eastern countries today. We get along with Qatar. We get along with Saudi Arabia. We get along, I think, a little bit with Afghanistan, ironically. I think we get along a little bit with Pakistan. It's not super close, but you have like Jordan and all these other places, and we're not fighting with them. But that's because they're not chanting "Death to America." It's simple, isn't it? Why would we ever allow anyone to chant "Death to America"? Why would we ever allow that? It just doesn't make sense to me. That's enough for me, is for a government to chant "Death to America" for 30 years, and the same guy's still in power. That's enough for me. So I'm not upset that it happened. I just hope that it ends correctly. That's my biggest concern now. My biggest concern is that we wrap it up. We don't injure what we can't kill. We wrap it up nice and neat, and then we just get the hell out of here. So that's my perspective on it. But yeah, if you're going to chant "Death to America" for 30 years, and you're working on lots of bombs, and you're shooting bombs into Israel. By the way, yes, Israel is our ally. Some people really don't like them, I guess. But, you're shooting missiles into an American ally and chanting "Death to America." What do you think's going to happen? So it's not complicated. Here's Mimikyu. What's the McDonald saying? Propaganda. We originally had involvement in the original regime change when we placed the Shah in power. The conditions for the people became terrible, leading to the coup in the 70s when they became theocratic. At the time, the people supported the coup. Yeah, I remember all that. I was learning about all that over and over and over again, how America and Europe in general were kind of tinkering with Iran. We were using like our intelligence groups to cause a revolution in Iran to get the leader in power who would be favorable to the West. And then he kind of came in, and I guess he did some bad things, but he was kind of decadent and he was kind of Western. And there was an uprising of like traditional Islamic, Muslims saying, hey, no, we should be this way instead. And they were super anti-American once they had gotten into power. And it's just been this bad relationship since then. But it's been like a really long time since that happened. It's like, you got to move on at some point. You can't still be chanting death to America like 40 years later. Like, we're different people now. Yeah, let's see. You got to have peace at some point. This would be 65. Then you had the attack, the October attack in... What happened? Didn't we trade Iran? Was it Iran? We traded them billions of dollars for like 3 prisoners or something. We traded them billions of dollars. And then like a month later, there's this massive terrorist attack in Israel. And Israel, I think, went nuts. I think they said, we're done. We had it. You know, this isn't going to happen next time. I think that's what they did. And if it had been us, I think we would have done the same thing. I mean, look at us. We did have a Middle Eastern war after 9/11. So they went nuts over there after that, you know, Hamas and all that. But, you know, after they attacked Hamas, there was the Houthis. So the Houthis start that fight too. And it wasn't just the Houthis. Iran starts shooting thousands of missiles into Israel while Israel's fighting Hamas, who had just done a terrorist attack. So, you know, Israel's watching this going, all right, Houthis got to die, Iran's got to die, and Hamas has got to die. That's what they're doing. So I'm not surprised by any of that. I think it's a pretty gut natural reaction. It's like, how can you let them stand after that? You would not be a country if you didn't fight back like crazy. So this is going to be a little bit cheaper. All right. There we go. So this shall be 32. Okay. You're April Fool rage baiting. I'm not April Fool rage baiting. We're different people now. LMAO, are we really? A little bit. If we were there to destroy a nuke, we would already be out of there, not talking over an island. Trump's a very different president from other American presidents. I think he's kind of like, how would you describe him? He's not there to be moral. He's there strictly to win. Nothing else. He's not there to be a hero. He's not there to be a good guy. It's like what he said. I don't think I'm getting into heaven. I think he is there for one thing and one thing only. He only wants to win. Like when Robert Mueller died and he said, good, I'm glad he's dead. Like, what? What? That's crazy, bro. Who says that? And so if I was a country, I would not want to be at war with Donald Trump because I don't think he will hold back anything. I think that he will do anything he wants to do to win. And I think he might steal everything too. So Trump might actually be like, oh, they're gifting us this island. They're gifting us the Strait of Hormuz. They're gifting us all these resources, gifts, you know, after he's bombed them. And he's just going to keep doing that. I don't think he's going to be there to be nice. I don't think he's going to be there to reduce the number of casualties. I don't think he's going to be there to not torture people. He's going to say, I will just do anything that has to be done to win. And so I think that there is a chance that the war ends in a favorable way. And it required some kind of hard-ass bastard to do it. And that's something Americans haven't had in a very long time. Americans have just been very moralistic this whole time. And he's clearly not moral. I don't want to say he's immoral, but he's like just this pure power-seeking person, you know, that's it. He doesn't care about he's not reading the Bible. There's no way he is. We are? All right. Well, we're having a fun conversation, but you know, we're not doing opening any Pokemon cards. Let's show off some of the cards we have for sale real fast. So let me show off some of the recent booster sets. We have this vintage Harry Potter set, which might be interesting now that they're releasing a new Harry Potter. Here's Ascended Heroes. Yes, it's a little pricey. Hopefully we can get it cheaper soon. Here's Nikkei First Edition Weiss. That's First Edition English. Mega Dream. Here's the new One Piece OP15. Here's Naruto. One of the best sets on the menu to buy right now, in my opinion. It's this one right here. It is 151 Surprise. Comes with the shot at Gengar Pikachu. We should take a second and look up Gengar Pikachu, see how well that's going. You ready? We're going to look up Gengar Pikachu. I really like this card. I'm a fan. Gengar Pikachu. Will Iran be the 51st state? Yeah, like the first thing Trump did was he came out and he said, we should have Canada. I was like, what? So he is not like other American presidents. He's clearly very different from them. I don't think he's moral. I think he has one mode, and it's we better win or I'll go crazy. I think that's it for him. And I don't know, it might actually be good in times of war. And we're definitely in a time of war now, aren't we? I guess he started the war. All right. I compare him. A lot of people compare him to the Hitler, the mustache man. I said the word. Compare him to the mustache man. I compare him to Napoleon. I think Trump's like Napoleon, not like the mustache man. I really think he's more like Napoleon. He thinks he's going to rule the world or something. All right. So here it is. This is Gengar 172. It's actually a Pikachu card. All right, let's just take a look. CH Pokemon 151 Journey 4 packs. Mister, you see that Charlie Kirk's wife forgave his killer? Absolutely wild. Because she's a Christian. We are. Yeah, Christians are told to do that in the Bible. Let's see. Let's jump over here. So he is right now selling for about 2.4 thousand. So this Gengar coming out of a $6 pack is 2.4 thousand. Let me show you guys something cool, okay? Stick around, don't go anywhere. Watch this. Okay. Trump is the commander of the Black Dorito fleet. Don't make him use it. Yeah, he is definitely, I don't know how to describe him. He's just like a guy he doesn't speak super eloquently. He's not even slightly nice. He doesn't even try to hide it. He's not like, no, I'm nice. He's like, no, I'm a jerk. And he wants to win really bad. All right, so here it is. Pikachu Gengar 2.4. And what I'm going to do, because I like this card so much, we're going to go ahead and buy this card right now. Give me a second. Oh, wow. eBay asked me a question it's never asked before. All right, here it is. Yeah. And we're going to confirm and pay. So we're just going to pick up another one of those. That's my third one. Big fan of that Gengar. All right. You should have gotten him at 700. Why every nation in the world hated America earlier than America glazing them. Just because it's in the Bible, it doesn't mean it's automatically right. Do a break, mister. On the Gengar, I guess it would have to be a mega break. But, you know, instead of waiting for a break, you can just buy $40 of the booster and hope to pull them. But you're right. The breaks may be financially more, what's the right word? The breaks might actually be better dollar per dollar for the RNG. That's one of the things we've kind of proven over time. Here's Riftbound for 9.5. We got Ninja Turtles. We ought to host a gym break on Ninja Turtles. Anyone down for a gym break on a Ninja Turtle pack? Royal Blood. Here's the Azure C7. Here's Nikkei Precious. And of course, the new set, Perfect Order. We just got more Perfect Order in the mail, by the way. So the first round almost sold out. Perfect Order actually did pretty well for us. The problem is every nation are Amerifarts. Did you ship to Vault? Yeah, so that one just went straight to the Vault. Well, and you want it to go to the Vault because it will avoid taxes. So I paid no taxes on that transaction because the transaction itself is occurring in Delaware, right? I studied this because Karis and I were trying to decide where to move. Delaware is a special state where there's no taxes on transactions that occur in Delaware. Well, the slab is located in Delaware, and I'm shipping it to my vault in Delaware. So it goes from Delaware to Delaware, no sales tax. FDA approved the first GLP-1 pill that can be taken any time of day with or without food. Yes, I'm getting, so I'm going to get my Wegovy shot up to 0.5 milligrams, and I'll be trying that this Friday. Wouldn't give you a LGBT cent. I don't know what that means. Do you ever pull stuff out of the vault? Occasionally, not too much. I have, there have been problems with PSA Vault. There really has. I've seen issues of people having slabs lost, like they didn't go into the correct vault. But despite that, I did this a couple months ago. I sent a huge chunk of my collection to the vault for security reasons. I don't want, so right here, look at this. 514 slabs vaulted. 514 slabs. And I'm still sending a couple more. Like I just sent that Gengar Pikachu, obviously. But that is not an accident. What I'm doing there is I'm keeping my collection over there. Like, look, here's some big ones right here. There you can see I have a Dark Magneton PSA 10 first edition. So you can see that one's over there. And I'm doing that because, you know, in the event of some kind of catastrophic issue occurring where my main collection is, I don't want to lose 100% of everything. Look, I have him listed for 100,000. He's not going to sell. I just want to show him off. So he's at a price where he won't sell, but that's on purpose. And if he does sell, well, I guess I'm doing very well if he sells. But that's a price where I just kind of want to show him off. Look, this is the Dragonite we pulled. Let me show you. This one right here, that's the Dragonite we pulled from the fossil box. I'll never forget it. It came from Brett Love. So he sold that back to me, and I was very happy with that. Here's a couple of my Cubones. So check it out. We're doing a break on this card. It's one of my favorite cards, and I really believe in it. I really do. Here it is. So here it is. We got the 9. He's in a break, and I've got 3 of them right there in the vault. But I've got more back. I've got more here with me, so I think I have 3 more here in the home. Here's a little Expedition Dragonite. It's pretty cool, right? What else we got in here? Anything else that's real interesting? Here's one of my Karen Umbreons. So there's Karen's Umbreon. I think I just have 1 here at home. You know, at one point I had like 5 Karen Umbreons, and stupidly I sold them off. I should have just kept all of them. I'd be so wealthy. I'd have like $100,000 of Karen Umbreons now. Oh, look, here's one of the Chinese Gengars right now. And notice I don't have it listed. I'm just holding. But there you go. Look at this. I have this crazy Mickey Mouse. Line is busy. PSA 7. That's an incredibly high price. Incredibly high price for that. What did I list that for? Oh, yeah. So I listed it for a price it won't sell for. I listed it for $14,000. But look, that's PSA 7. You just don't find those at PSA 7. I don't know how it got such a high grade, but it's probably one of the highest graded bubblegum cards I've seen. So I'm happy to own that. Now, I think it's actually really great artwork. Both Mickey and Minnie are in the boat, and Mickey is fishing. I mean, that is so good. And I just love that card and think it's going to be worth a lot of money over time. But here's some other fun stuff. We've got my, here it is, my Legendary Collection Charizard. That's in the vault. There's one of my Crystal Guardians. So, how many offers you got in your vault? Not too many, because I don't do offers. All right, so we do have an order in the queue. Mr. Stefan, he says, 1 Spirit Forged, 1 Chinese Surprise. All right, very good. Yeah, what's crazy about the Chinese 151 Surprise Packs, any moment we could pull a Gengar Pikachu out of these right here. So Gengar Pikachu could pop out right now for $6. That's a big deal. And we used to sell these for $10 a pack, but they got cheaper because the supply got cheaper. So I think these are fantastic, and they still hand out some other cool cards like Master Ball Gengar's in there, Bubble Mew's in there. We just pulled an Altart Alakazam the other day, and so there's a lot of other cool 151 cards in there while you're chasing for the Gengar Pikachu. So even if you miss them, you might just pull something else that's decent. Now let's get you that Spirit Forge. So we just completed another box of Spirit Forge. That was the end of that box. Check it out, everybody. Spirit Forge. Not doing too bad, actually. So I'll keep that in mind. League of Legends, huh? We might have to keep an eye on League of Legends cards. Hello, I'm here too. What's up, man? I love pack opening. Did mine go through on CA? On CA, let's see. We have a Sarah Dusenberry order. And so you're asking if your order went through. Let me check the website real fast. Maybe you sent that order on the website. No, you did not have. Oh, CASHAPP, maybe? He means CASHAPP. Ah, here it is. Yes, CASHAPP. Yes. This went in 9 minutes ago. 151 Journey for 4 packs. So we'll do that right after this one. Okay, let's do this one first. And we'll do Miss Sarah's last because it's going to be big. Sarah! Thanks for keeping us busy, Sarah. You're the best. All right, we're snipping this. Oh, yeah. I picked up some Secret Lair Deadpool stuff. There we go. Yeah, the whole war in the Middle East stuff is pretty stressful, I guess. It's not something anyone wants to think about. We are. You have to basically hope that the Trump administration handles it well and that they wrap it up and that it's a good outcome for Americans. I do root for us, right? I'm on this team. And honestly, I hope it's good for Iranians too. I actually run into videos on TikToks of Iranians who escaped to America because the Islamic regime was so oppressive. They were going to like hurt their family or kill them, or, you know, they didn't want to be Muslim. Maybe they wanted to be secular. They wanted to be free to choose their own religion, and it was a dangerous place to do that. So they came here to America, and they're really hoping for the end of that regime. And I sympathize with that. I am a secular. I'm somebody who came from a family that was too harshly religious. So I relate to that a lot. It's like, you know, religion goes too far sometimes. Here it is. My family was very harshly religious. There we go. All right, Stefan, nothing crazy popping out. Let's go ahead and take care of this other order. Mr. JZ, 4 Journey packs. So Pokemon Journey. Let's see. I think we can toss this over here. There we go. How about you guys? How was religion for you guys growing up? Did any of you guys have really tough religious parents or anything like that? I had really tough religious parents. All right, let's go grab one of these boxes. There we go. All right. Ooh. Okay. I'm still sitting on my Final Fantasy MTG stuff, hoping for the best. Oh, yeah, you got some of that? I got some of that, too, actually. I think it's a great set. All right. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Looking good. I was just kind of tearing that box up. 2, 3. Good luck in there. There's an exclusive artwork in this set, too. Did you guys like that? Me picking up that Gengar in the live stream? That was cool, right? Big fan of that Gengar. I think he's great. Maybe we will host a break on that. Gengar Mega Break. All right, what we got? Nidoqueen. Poliwrath. Moltres. And Mewtwo. Rawr. All right. Mr. JZ, thank you so much. PSA 10 Reverse Hollow Holland Phantoms. Mankey now listed for 15K. Do you think this will sell? No. 15K is too much. But, you know, maybe 2,000 or 3,000. I think 15K is too much. The problem, when you list it too high, the problem is you can do other things with 15,000. So you can't literally ask any price for your card. I mean, there's always that X factor that maybe there's an insane Mankey collector who just has too much money and he's like, I'll pay for it. So there's that like 1% chance. But most people will say, nah, I can do something else with 15,000. And they're gonna go buy something like Shining Celebi or something like that with 15,000, which is way better than, you know, Mankey. All right, Jay-Z, did you have a bag already, Jay-Z? I don't know what box you would be in. I actually don't know where we'd be storing you. So I checked the JX box, but you weren't in there. Jay-Z, where would we keep Jay-Z? Maybe in the Jose box. It's a very specific name. Kind of like you saw I had that Magneton for like 100K, right? He's not going to sell, and that's because you can do so much more with the 100K than pick up a Magneton. But I want to be able to show him off because I think he's really cool. And maybe there's that 1% chance that someone with too much money buys him. Somebody who has so much money that they're like, I don't care. I want me a Magneton. Don't think he has a bag. I have 2 slabs. Oh, okay. So I am going to put you into the JX box. The JX box, where you belong. Ta-da! Ooh. Lovely. Jay-Z. 4.26. It's my birthday in 2 days, guys. I turned 37. It's like so sad. It's like depressing. I'm so old now. I'm old. What happened? I blinked. I blinked and my life is over. At least I got to spend my time opening cards. That's a pretty good life. All right. It's not over either. It's just I'm not young by any measure. Sarah Dewsbury, 10 Ninja Spinners, 10 Perfect Orders, 10 Pokey Shuffles, and 2 live costumes. Good luck, Miss Sarah. Good luck. Are you going to have a midlife crisis and buy that Illustrator Pikachu? Yeah, maybe. That'd be cool if I could do something like that. If I could convert my entire collection into like one Pokemon card and it's like mega expensive, that'd be really interesting, wouldn't it? It would certainly be easy to keep track of it. It's hard to keep track of my inventory now. 1, 2, 2 live customs. All right. Oh, 3. 3 goes to the back. 1, 2. All right, there we go. My brain was getting scrambled there. Like scrambled eggs. Charmeleon! Oh, yes. All right, Charmeleon time. What do we got here for you? You watching, Miss Sarah? Let's see what we got. 7, 7. Let's see. What kind of? Oh, is it this one? Oh, it's this one. Okay, it's not super expensive. Kind of like you got them $25 off. So you 2 spots, 1 Charmeleon. So now you must choose. Do we keep it? Shout out, please. Shout out to Rooster. Mister, would my slabs be in another bag? Oh, yeah, so they don't go in a bag. They don't go in a bag at all. Slabs go into, like, a shipping box, and they're all alphabetically ordered in the shipping box. Maybe one day I'll take a picture and show you guys what that looks like. Prices are booming. Does it make me racist as a white person that I only cared to play Pokemon White and not Pokemon Black? What? Pokemon Black Lives Matters. I'm thinking about selling all of my $1,000 cards and investing into Gold Star. Do you think that's a good move or keep what I have? I'll keep it, says Sarah. You know, one of the problems with buying and selling a lot, when you sell, you usually trigger a lot of fees. You also trigger maybe like that a mistake could happen, like, you know, like a scam or a lost shipment. So what I tend to do, I tend to pick what I want slowly. And then when I buy it, I don't really do too much with it. After it's been purchased, I just hold it. So I don't like to move cards back and forth. It incurs too much risk. No risk, you just sit on it and hold it. All right, you ready? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. You get a free card when you order 10 Poke Shuffles. It's buy 10, get 1 free. Shroomish. Altario. Altaria it is. I think that's about $50, the Altaria. I think I know which one that is. So let's jump over there. Whoa, this box is so damn full. Oh my gosh. And here it is, number 074. So it's just about $5 cheaper than if you had bought it outright. Meaning you overpaid by 5. Ta-da! Keep what you have. Gold stars are too pumped. Don't panic sell. Keep what you have. Pokemon Black was 20 seconds longer in the intro. Was it? Keep. All right. Yeah, actually, it is a really cute one. No need to re-roll such a good-looking card. So you pulled 2 decent cards out of there. Okay. Let's go ahead and refresh these. We've got Swampert, Pikachu, and Bowser. You need 10 Ninja Spinners and 10 Perfect Orders. Okay. I want to be ninja. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Let me go get more Ninja Spinners. I'll be right back. We gotta get more. All right. What was the first pull you did? What do you mean? There we go. All right. Ninja spinner. The ones in box with packs. Yeah, I know what you mean by a booster pack, but what's your question? Are you asking the first time I opened cards? Oops. Like ever? Or do you mean like in the live stream or? All right. So we need 4 more. 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 of both of these. Hey, we hit 40 likes pretty easily. You guys do a good job on the likes in the morning stream. Morning stream supremacy? Morning stream better than the nighttime stream? You guys might be better than the nighttime stream. All right, Mr. Watts. Hey, Watts, man. Was considering posting it for 10.5K. I remember your first card video where you bought the Dark Magneton. Cool, yeah, Dark Magneton's great. Now, let's get these open, and then we'll get to the perfect orders right afterwards. Perfect order time. Snipping that. Snipping these. Sava Dusenberry gets whatever Sava Dusenberry wants. Cold. Oh, the fire energy. Cold. 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 Dear God. Cold. Cold. Aha! It's Jason Bourne! Really ugly Pyroar and Dragalge. Wow. Come on, Pokemon. Make something cool, man. Pokemon is just getting a little too weird. I sued to watch your Monster World videos. That's how I discovered you. You what? He sued my Monster Hunter videos? No! All right, let's put this up here. Now, perfect order. Do I have 10 packs of perfect order? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Oh, I have exactly 10 packs. So the next order of perfect order, we have to get a new box. You used to sue? No! Oh, hey, I just watched a report last night. They're officially building Chick-fil-A where I live. Yay! Lake of the Ozarks is getting a Chick-fil-A. How you guys feel about that? That's the first chicken company out here. Throwing that away. But also, there was news about a sports complex center being talked about. Sports complex center is being talked about being built. It's supposed to be like Top Golf, but not just Top Golf. It's going to have like basketball. It's going to have, it's supposed to have like a whole variety of things to do. So it's the same idea as Top Golf, except even larger. And I was listening to this guy who only talks about economic developments in Lake of the Ozarks. Apparently, they're taking the old outlet mall, and there's this group that has applied to spend $650 million redeveloping the outlet mall into this big crazy thing with like a giant Bass Pro Shop. So that's pretty interesting. I live pretty close to that. That would be like a 20-minute drive down the highway for me. So Chick-fil-A, to put into perspective, the little mini amusement park we're getting, I think that's like $340 million. And so they want to do $650 million on the outlet mall. How crazy. Like, what are they even going to build? They have not revealed what they intend to build. It's all quiet. You know, there's like rules that you're not allowed to speak about it. And, but yeah, they've applied to spend like $650 million. Wow, wow, wow. Traffic out here is crazy too, by the way. Lake of the Ozarks. So I've been here for 4 years now. I moved kind of during COVID, and it wasn't too bad. Actually, one of the nice things about living out here in Lake of the Ozarks is the lack of traffic. And lately, even despite it not being a holiday, see, because it does get busy during the holidays. It always does. Memorial Day weekend, that kind of stuff, right? But even on a regular week with nothing going on, no holidays, the traffic is starting to get shockingly bad. Like you would just sit there stuck. You can't go anywhere. So I can only conclude it has to be people living full time out here. And it's just really crazy. Every time Karis and I get on the road now, we're like, where are all these people coming from? What is this? I think it's growing really fast out here. Here's Jacinthe. Ooh, Jacinth. Maybe there's a migration of people from states with a higher cost of living. Well, I think that there's kind of like this tipping point where you have enough to do, where people go, oh, I could just move out there. But so there's a couple major developments now. There's the Indian casino, and then there's the group that they're trying to push for a second casino. They failed last year to do that, but they're pushing again for it. They're pushing for it because whether Ozarkians want it or not, the Indian Reserve is going to get a gaming casino whether we like it or not. Like they actually don't have to listen to the state laws at all. They only have to go by federal laws. And so I guess they're just allowed to open a state casino. You can't stop them, I guess. It's kind of interesting. And so a competing Missouri group wants to open their own casino next to the Indian casino and say, hey, don't let them have it all. Yeah, so we might be getting 2 casinos still. And that was a big deal to me. I really wanted the casinos. And so last year when people, was it last year or was it 2 years ago? When people voted no on the casinos, I was really mad. I was like, let's get out of here. But now knowing that the casino is going to be built anyways, it's kind of interesting. But so the casino is one development. The amusement park is a second development. It's a $340 million amusement park sort of complex. You can go there for free. There's no like charge or fee. But to actually ride the rides, you have to pay money. And then there's going to be like a year-round pool that opens and closes its own roof. It's pretty neat. So they're building that right dab smack in the middle of Lake of the Ozarks. And it's meant to be like a year-round attraction. But so, yeah, then the outlet mall, they got like a tax break to redevelop that whole area. And Bass Pro Shop came in and said, we're going to make a 70,000 square foot Bass Pro Shop in that area. And so now I've just heard that they plan on spending $650 million redeveloping the outlet mall area. Here we are. So, Miss Sarah, we got all your cards. You got some beautiful pulls in there. Notably, people hate on this set, but look, it's got a Gengar and a Snorlax. Does anyone think about that? Look at that. Gengar and Snorlax. That's not bad. Like, I don't know if this will be popular. Probably not, but Snorlax and Gengar are legit. All right, Miss Sarah, where's your bag? You're over here. No, wait, you have a double bag right here. How do you feel about that Gengar you just pulled from Perfect Order? He's not the craziest Gengar I've ever seen, but he's not terrible either. He's like a little chaotic Gengar. So he's in this like $100 to $150 range in my mind. He's going to sell for $100 if he grades 10. So, Miss Sarah, if you can get this Gengar at 10, he might be a $100 card. The Snorlax is interesting too, because he's really basic, but he might go for like $60 to $75 in a 10. So look at that. Your holos are treating you good. All right, and then there's a bunch of holos you might not want to mess with them. But the Gengar and the Snorlax, we're going to treat those like hits. There we go. Extra moderation because I have 3 little ones. I really see a difference in their health, mood, activity level, eating from home. We use butter, tallow, ghee, coconut oil. My children will only eat candy, seed oils, and fried foods. That's it. Nothing else for them. We won't allow any other food in our home. The 3 basic food groups. I'm just messing. All right, so let's see. So now we have an order from Geek. Mr. LZ wants 4 Pokey Shuffles. You got it, man. Let's rotate these. We should all stop eating so much and make our own food. Let's go stock the vending machines at Kroger's. I got extra camping chairs. I told you, I just finished watching compilations of that. I just finished watching compilations of people doing public freakouts over Pokemon cards. And one of the most common freakouts was over the vending machines. How crazy is that? All right. Good. Okay. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3, 4. Boop. Oh, whoa, look at that. One cold one. Sorry, man. No luck, Mr. Jay-Z. Those Pokey Shuffles are scary. Derek, here's your April seller newsletter. Throw that away. Oh, that does remind me. I want to contact somebody on Feebay. Let's see. There's a guy who bought like 7 of the SGC slab displays, and it took me a while to find a 7th one, so I needed to tell him it's going to show up late. All right, let's check the website. A little bit of a slow day, but Miss Sarah's saving the day a little bit. Let's get the free one going, shall we? I think we better put Sarah on for free. Where's the free one? You got to put Sarah on. By the way, we have a little rule change. If you want onto the free slab, you can donate your junk cards during your pack opening and instantly get onto that free card. Here it is. Here we are, along with these gym breaks. So we got 2 gym breaks waiting to go off right here, guys. If you want to work on your scorecard, we've got Darkrai 10 and Halo Uprising Tag 9. So Andy and Soul Despair are both waiting for someone to join those. They are. Ooh. I wanted to start making sourdough bread for a while. I saw someone getting choked and bit over Pokies at Target. I love seeing them freak out. It's so crazy. It's really wild, isn't it? All right, so here's this. And now let's go ahead and put... First of all, Mr. Bryce needs to go on here. Bryce. Mick. And then number 6 should be Sarah. And you know what? I'm putting you on here too, Mr. Jay-Z. Thanks for the orders, man. We're having a little bit of a slow Wednesday, so I appreciate your order. Now, let's go ahead and get this card ready for you guys, the watchers, to get on here for free. I'm going to hit refresh. You want to make sourdough bread? Nah, bro. Bro, you can just go to the store and get sourdough. What are you talking about? Ooh, especially the delicious one with the preservatives in it. That's my favorite. Type in free to get into the free giveaway. Yes, we host giveaways. All right, free. Free hat. Here's Path to Exile. Here's Lugia Rises. Arise. We shall call you Darth Vader. All right, let's take a picture of these while you guys are typing in free. Hi, my son just said woohoo. Woohoo. All right, let's take a picture. I love bread. I'm gonna get some bunny bread, and I'm gonna spread some goober on it. You guys remember goober, right? Still around. Still out there trying to get you. I'm going to learn how to lay eggs. Then I don't want to go to the store. That's right. You just squat and pop one out. Here's a little Bulbasaur. Here's a little Koga's Pidgey. That one's pretty good. Actually, I feel like these two could go into the Pokey Shuffles. Bulbasaur and Koga's Pidgey. This one, too, actually. Gundam versus Saku. That one's pretty cool. All right, let's take a picture. We are posting these in Discord. Look. Ooh. You can shop in Discord. Just another reason to join the server. All right. That's where you can keep track of the submissions and see what's for sale. Ooh. Okay. Might have to put these here. Now, what is this? A $16 Zygarde from Fates Collide. I mean, I don't think it can get any cheaper than that. I almost feel like it's too cheap. It should be like 18. Okay, and what's this? We got a little Team Rocket Flaffy 9. Ooh, Command Gundam 1989. That definitely feels too cheap. All right, weird. Too bad I'm too lazy to post these on eBay. Bring back Pokestan. Yeah, I don't know. I didn't like it. Let's see. We're going to click on this. Christian Whitfield, he says, one for the Halo break. Oh, the Halo break. All right. Let's see if you got a card. Yes, you do. You've got one loss. Let's remake your card. I remember this. That wasn't a legit win. I just marked it wrong. Oops. Wit. Field. Whoa, that was hard to squeeze onto the card. All right. What does it say? Win. Lose. All right, so you have 1 in the lost part of the card. All right. Boop. If I were to Poke Japanese Jumbo Break, will we have time? Yes, we do. It's a little bit of a slow day, Miss Sarah, so we, of course, have time. All right, upper Madison. Rise. All right, Andy Valdez and Christian Whitfield. They're going head-to-head in the Poke Shuffle, not the Poke Shuffle, in the Poke Battle, the gym battle. Here goes. Good luck, you two. So Andy has 2 wins and no losses. Christian Whitfield has 1 loss. He gonna carve you up, Andy. You better watch your back. We could build it on top of Iran. Too many discouraged scammers out there right now. Bring back Pokistan. Here goes. Oops. All right, Eevee's a tough one. And Vanillish is going to beat it. So Vanillish, round 1. Round 2, Frogadier, I think. And Phoebos. I think this is the worst card in the deck. It's Phoebos. Round 2 goes to Frogadier. All right, they're tied, guys. Jinx has 200 health. That's pretty strong. And it does beat Vanillite. So it becomes Andy Valdez's card. Look at you. Son of a blee blop. Andy Valdez moves on to having 3 wins. Andy. Boop. So Andy is up to 3 wins. Mr. Christian Whitfield has 2 losses. I'm sorry. Okay. Let's grab this card. Let's type in Andy Valdez. All right, there we go. So we remade your scorecard so it can look proper. All right, look at that. Is he watching? I don't know if he's watching. The left side's rigged. Is it? Let me hit copy. Let's go over here. Oh, I got a message. What's this? Okay, let me mark this unread. Or let me mark this unread. That looks like one to read after the stream. We're going to go over to the Breaks History channel and just post how this ended. Gym break, oops. Gym break, Halo. Andy, 118 minutes. All right, there it goes. So these are saved, and these are part of this new activity called the Battle Tower, where we find out who gets the best scorecard over time. Okay, congratulations, Andy. Ooh. You just got that cool card. Christian Whitfield, thank you so much, man. Let's see who's next. We have Miss Sarah. She says Japanese Poke Jumbo Break. 1 Japanese Poke Jumbo Break for Miss Sarah. All right, Sarah, let's see. Here we are. Look at that. I had it ready to go. That's the last one that I have ready to go. Maybe I can sit here and make more of these. Think I should, guys? All right, this is called the Japanese Jumbo Pack, and it includes a lot of Pokemons in it. Would you guys like it if I made this for like the other sets, like Y Schwartz, for example? Would that be fun? All right. All right. Oops. Okay. Good luck. These are always really entertaining to watch get opened. What ones are 1v1 cards are left? There's a couple. We always have a couple 1v1s. I can also host a 1v1 pack battle if you guys wish. So it could be like Magic the Gathering Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. We can host one of those. Whatever you want. All right, here goes. Good luck, Sarah. So we're pulling a little Numel. Numel pops out. He's cute. Okay. Oh, yeah. Okay, get that right. Here's a cold one. Here's Team Rocket, giving you Team Rocket's Crobat. Here's Battle Region, giving you some hollows, lots of hollows. Terrestrial Festival, giving you some of these. Kind of cold, actually. 151 gives you Nidoqueen. Okay, pretty cold, actually. Those are some of the priciest packs in the... Oh, there you go. A little bit of luck. So this Pokemon White pack is going to be a Master Ball, actually. Did I keep saying actually? Here's Pokemon Black. And this one's going to be some hollows. Here's the heroes. Here's... Oh, you've got the Earthworm from the Chili set. Pokemon Go to the Polls. Slay King. You also get this hollow. You were looking for holiday-themed cards. How about girl cards on Valentine's Day and Mimikyu or Gengar for Halloween? Maybe like Gourgeist or whatever his name was. Gourgeist and Trevenant would be good Halloween cards. There we go. I don't really associate Gengar with Halloween. He's just Gengar. Gourgeist, though, he really looks like a Halloween card, doesn't he? Like full stop. Here we are. Triplet Beat. Come on. Nothing happening. Electric. Nothing happening. Fusion Art. Ah, Chandelure. Ooh. This guy with his little fangs. We've got Oricorio. Here's Mega Lucario. Oh, look at that. We've got Orbeetle. I think it's Orbeetle, right? Orbeetle AR. So you mask an Orbeetle AR. You know, honestly, they are a higher rarity, but I don't think that they're major hits. Still a little bit of time left. Let's see what we got here. We've got a cold one. That's Yanmega. Here's Night Wanderer. New. Here's Ancient Roar. New. And here's Scarlet Violet. Kind of a rough round this time, I feel. Yeah, I think the previous time you opened one of these, it was really lucky, and this one was a little more on the cold side. But let's take a look at those pulls real fast. So here it is. So the Orbeetle, the Earthworm, the Yamask, and the Numel. So you end up with 3 ARs and a Master Ball. I feel like you're missing an SR, basically. So I feel like this, I feel like this definitely counts as a little bit of a colder round. Now let's get some of these EXs sleeved up. Okay. All right. So you got a couple of EXs here. Okay. Dottler. Thank you. Orbeetle's the evolution. You know, my brain was telling me that didn't sound right. Goober Grape is disgusting. What? You can't say that. Goober Grape's delicious. We are. All right, you know, Sarah, I think we have to make more of these now. I'm pretty sure. So we better make a couple more of these, guys. What do you think? What do you think? Would it be more fun if the Chinese cards were also in there? Like the gems? I don't think so. Maybe we just stick to the Japanese ones. I feel like the gems are actually pretty fun, but... Oh, look at this. So we've got 3 of these. So we would need another one. Let's go grab... Keep the hollows. Okay. Give me a second here, everybody. I'm going to make a couple more of these real fast, okay? But that means we're going to need one of these. Man, you guys should see all the Japanese 151 I got stacked up. I got some 151, bro. All right. Whew. Here's this. Snipping these. Snipping Bofa. All right. There we go. Oh, yes. Mamma mia. Maybe we do like 5 packs. What do you think? We make 5 jumbos? Is that too many? My mama always said, life is like a box of jumbos. Ugh. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. All right, 5 of those. Looks like we're gonna need another battle region box. Let's go get another one. Meow, 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 meow. Oh, running low on them. Running low on battle region. We took these off the menu a while back. So you can get these from like the jumbo pack break or the jumbo Japanese break. Jumbo Japanese pack. You cannot just open these one at a time though. We don't allow it. Okay. We like having some exclusive products for funsies. Products you don't always think about. You go, I didn't think about that. All right, we need some of these, obviously. How do I get these? All right. Some of these. 1, 3, 4, 5. Now, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Doesn't that look nice? Sexy as hell, dude. And, all right, so we grab this box next. You guys can't see the whole table because we're in vertical mode, but look at this. Ah, yeah, that looks kind of good. Okay. Happy Wednesday. What's up with you guys on this fine Wednesday? Any fun news in your lives? I love gossip. Who's got a new girlfriend? Who's got a new boyfriend? Who's shagging who? See, that's Gem 2. Team Wocket. Who's got some fun news or interesting news or even bad news? I don't mind. Bad news is news too. Okay, that's really expensive. Some of these. We've got Lugia. Hopefully a Lugia in those Lugia packs. Good. Ugh. Triple beat. Bubba beep bop. Yabba dabba deep dop. Wow, doesn't that look sexy? I feel like a chef and I'm putting together like a demo platter. You're getting a little chicken wings. You're getting some onion rings. You're getting chicken wings and onion rings. They sound very similar to each other. You're getting a little bacon wrapped shrimp, some pork ribs with barbecue. It's rumored that Pokemon is coming to Universal Studios Island of Adventures. Oh, that's cool. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, we've got Pokemon Black. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We got Pokemon White. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Oh, only 1 pack left in the bag. That sucks. Hopefully I have more of that. I can't remember if I have more of that. Although I have that one guy's shipment coming. Hopefully it contains Pokemon Black, Pokemon White. Okay, now what? So a little bit of electric breaker. Charcuterie board. This is my Pokemon charcuterie. Would you guys like me to make these out of like other sets rather than just the Japanese Pokemon? Like, what if I made these out of like the weird menu, like the secret menu? So like 1 Charlie Brown pack, one Rick and Morty pack, something like that. Would you guys like that? Charcuterie. 1, 2, 3, 4, and a 5. We've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And we already did those future flashes. Good. Is this hypnotizing? Is this relaxing? Wait, we already had these. These are over. Where are these? I swear we already had these. Didn't we already do these? Yeah, we totally did. So there's 2 bags of these then. Where's the other bag? Aha, I found them. All right. Let's put these together. Now, did we already do electric breaker? I feel like we did. Ah, we did already do electric breaker. Okay, so there's 2 bags of electric breaker that are divided too. Those should be combined. Where's the other electric breaker is the question. All right, and then, so now we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Oops. Inferno X. What do you guys think of that Mega Charizard? How do you guys feel about him? You think he's a big deal? I think we hosted a break on the Inferno X Charizard, and it didn't really go off. You guys remember that? It was like stuck. Like nobody wanted it. Like, well, I don't want that. Fusion art. 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, you got your fusion art. Only 2 packs of that left. We're almost done. I kind of like making these live. It's relaxing. So, okay, now we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Oh. We got a lot of products. 2, 3, 4, 5. And the Scarlet. And the chicken wings. Whoa, what is going on? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, there's one more set, and I think we're going to need to open a fresh box of it, too. Oh, maybe not. Maybe we have just enough. Here it is, the Ancient Roar. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. There it is. All right, the jumbo pack breaks have been restored. We've got a total of 5 of them for sale immediately. Miss Sarah bought the last jumbo pack, so we're refreshing. So now we just need baggies. So these are on the menu. I don't know if they're in the, I don't think they're in the website. Maybe they are. But these baggies cost $155 each. Kind of like buying a whole box. If you think about it. It's like a very mixed box. I think it's fun in the sense that you get a chance for a really crazy outcome, but it's also high risk because you might get an especially bad outcome. And there's a couple exclusive packs in there, not too many, but a couple, like the Lost Abyss pack, and also the, what else is exclusive? The Battle Region, and I think Pokemon Go is exclusive too. So there's a couple exclusive packs in the jumbo. Okay. What other news we got, Mr. Mike? Any other news? Mike said we gotta get you to make that record sales video. I want you to make a record sales and auction of the week type video, even if you have to use AI voice to do the narration. All right. So I was storing these back here. Let's just keep doing that. Thank you for the big order, Sarah. Let's hand out those free spots now, huh? Whoa, we got a lot of those. Now, my real estate guy's like, quick, buy these houses. I don't think so. I've thought about it, though. I've thought about buying a bigger house in Lake of the Ozarks. Here's the free Slabby. And let's see who's getting on it. We have Annie Man going on. Number 9. We have John Vasquez going on. Number 10. Jack Woodworth going on. Hey, Mr. Jack. And Mike Side. And Lurkin Lowry. Carlton Wicks. Hey, look at you. Somebody placed an order. Let's go see what that order is. We have an order from Ivan Rodriguez, the two $16 slabs. Oh, yeah. They're literally crying for you. Ivan, where are you? Doo-doo. You must have a lot of slabs, Mr. Ivan. We have an order of Sarah Dewsbury. One more jumbo pack, 1 box of Ninja Spinner, and 10 Pokey Shuffles. One last order since I can't make it to the nighttime stream. We'll miss you there. We will miss you there, Miss Sarah. Let's start with your box of Ninja Spinner. And thanks, by the way, for the big orders. This stream brought to you by Sarah. Holy cow, man. Where would we be without Sarah today? Today's been a little bit slow. And Sarah's kind of been carrying us. All right. Any breaks? All kinds of breaks. You're still in that gym break, though. That one hasn't gone off. The other gym break did go off. Which one were you in? Not Tentacruel. You were in, oh, yeah, the Dark Rye. Here it is. So you're in the Dark Rye, and we're waiting for the Dark Rye to go off. $25 to join him in the Dark Rye and work on your scorecard. All right. The Mario movie is getting dragged by critics. Uh-oh. Give me my Mario. Yeah, I love it. It's Mario. You remember Mario? I remember Mario. I remember. You remember Starbucks? I remember. I remember. It'll be a bunch of 35-year-olds, and they're going, oh my God, it's Starbucks. We are. I'm going to get myself one of those caps with the little spin wheel on top. We are. And then you have to wear basketball shorts and a hoodie. This is standard outfit for nerdy video gamer. We are. Betas. Remember Bowser Jr.? I remember. I remember. Oh, yeah, I remember. Here goes Miss Sarah. Ooh, Dragalge. I didn't hear no bell. I thought this was America. This is my Mario watching cap. What's up, fellow kids? Yeah. Hey, fellow kids. I'm here to watch the Mario movie. All right. Cool. They're making a Zelda movie. What do you guys think that's going to be like? You think that's going to be any good? I bet you it's going to be good because it's being developed by Japan, not America. But you never know. Huge Crobat. This Paul Atreides, they call him the Muad'Dib. They call him the Lisa Nagaib. But I call him Pesky Paul. He's tiny. I could crush him. Here's, whoa. When are we getting Dune 3? That's all I want to know. I'm liking that Crobat, man. That's a cool looking Crobat. I like that artwork. Made by Sony. Oh, never mind. Sony's been doing a good job. For example, they released Concord. Concord, wow. Dude, I didn't realize they lost like $600 million on that game. Did you guys hear about the story of Concord? The arena shooter game that was like... It reminds me of the Jaguar. You know the car brand, Jaguar? And they did like their super weird commercial. Be like no one else. Whoa! Look at that, Sarah. Woo! That's so good looking. All right. Wow. Well, you're getting a great box. It's funny. Not a lot of people are opening this, it feels like. It feels like Ninja Spinner's been a little slow, but look at these pulls, guys. And, you know, it's kind of crazy, Sarah. If a set isn't Pikachu, Charizard, Umbreon, you know, Gengar, just a couple Pokemon, people act like it's a bad set. What are you talking about? There's cool cards in there, man. Dune 3, December, same day as Avengers Doomsday. Talisa Nagaib. Then there's those Bene Gesserit nasty women, always trying to change the outcome of events. How to play the Shaolud worm sound effect. You guys want to hear the Shaolud Trump sound effect? I can't wait for this to be a reverse hollow. Let's look it up. Let's look up the Dune sound effect in the middle of this opening. Dune. Dune sound full. You ready? All right, I'm going to pause this. It's almost that time again, guys. Oh, Nina, no, Nina. All right.
Good people of Arrakis, it's me, Shia-Lud, your beloved sandworm of the desert. Many people are saying Paul Atreides, little Paul Atreides. I call him Pesky Paul. He's Al-Mahdi. People are calling him Lisan al-Gaib. Pesky Paul's calling himself Muad'Dib. He said, Muad'Dib, I'm a little desert mouse. Just a humble little desert mouse. And he is very tiny. I saw him. I could crush him easily. Folks, you can't trust Pesky Paul. He's got the Bene Gesserit. Nasty women. Those Bene Gesserit trying to control the outcome of event. He's going around the desert. He's going to the south of the southern border. He's bringing up religious fanatics from the south. He's trying to wage a holy war in the whole universe. Now the Harkonnens, we don't like the Harkonnens, folks. They're terrible.
They gave us a bad deal.
They gave us a bad deal, but I can get a better deal from the Harkonnens. What can I say?
All right, enough of that. So, Miss Sarah, it looked like we'd already pulled all the best cards out here. Look at that. Oh, yeah, bonus SR. You got, honestly, I think the Crobat and the Minchino is where it's at. These are some great pulls. All right. That's the meme that got you watching Dune. That's the only reason Karis and I watched Dune was that exact meme. You're correct. Now, she also ordered one of these jumbo Japanese packs, which are very fun. Close this. The Muad'Dib. All right, we got 10 Poke Shuffles for you coming as well. People are calling it Dunes Day, like how they did with Barbie Heimer. Okay, put this here, put this here. Put these over here. Look at that Minchino. It's so cute. All right, snipping this. Snipping these. Snip. All right. Snipping this. Snipping away. Snipping. Oh, my music's off now. I got to turn that music back on. The Muad'Dib. He's called himself... Well, no, wait. I did that wrong. Oh, that's loud. People are calling him the Lisan al-Gaib. He's calling himself the Muad'Dib. Step of that. And step of this. Oh, yes. Ugh. Very good. All right. So one last big order for Miss Sarah, because she won't be here tonight, which will make the nighttime stream a lot less fun. Here's Seal. Kissed by a rose on the grave. Oh, wait, that's a different Seal. Here's one of these. Here's a Garchomp. Rawr. I don't know if this Garchomp's any good. Boop. Mega Ninja Spinner. Mega Dragonite. Mega Dweem. Oh, I do like this, you know, I do like this Rayquaza. I think he's actually a hit. So you might want to keep him, or at least if you're going to give him up, ask for something for him. You know what I'm saying? There we go. Here's Krokorok. Okay. Here's Pyroar. Here's Master Ball. The little hermit crab. What's his name? I don't remember this guy's name. There's too many names to remember. I didn't play Pokemon Black and White. Here's Torpedo Fish. No, Barraskewda. I can't remember. You gotta watch these carefully because these can contain the Ditto. All right. Dwebble. He's Dwebble, not Crustle. Crustle's the little crab or something. Not to be confused with the hermit crab. Yes. We got no, we have Skeledirge. I really didn't like this whole thing. I don't know. It made him look like he was bald or something. I don't know how to describe it. You know what the fire on the side of Skeledirge's face looks like? It looks like sideburns or something. And it's just such a goofy look. Like, bro, I don't need sideburns on my Skeledirge. All right, cold. Scooby-Dooby-Dum. That was your Destined Rivals. Heatwave Arena. Here's this guy. Scarlet Starters were the worst. Yeah. I feel like they get worse every excuse me, they get worse every game. Skeledirge is hard as hell, I guess. Here's Skarmory, but he's like gold now. But he also has like giant feet, I guess. So here's Infernape. Here's Durant. Here's Olive Tree. Here's Alakazam. Here's, we got Mega Absol. Palm Supremacy. You like Palm instead of the Angry Owl or whatever it is, the bird? Wait, which one's Palm? Nobody cares about the lizard. You notice that? And cold. You know, when I saw those starters, I thought they were so bland. They looked so generic. But then they kind of, I watched it a couple more times. I'm like, okay, I see what they're going for here. It was less about the design of the characters and more about their personalities. So they each had a personality, right? Like the dog looks kind of stupid and happy. And the gecko's kind of, you know, giggling, kind of mischievous, right? And then the owl or the chicken, I mean, it's a chicken, isn't it? The chicken looks kind of angry. The chicken looks like he's going to be a little bitter or something. So I thought that was pretty clever with the character designs. Like, yeah, the dog and all them are pretty simple in their design. But their personality design is something that Pokemon's never really focused that hard on. Right? Like back with Charmander, Bulbasaur, Squirtle, they didn't really have personality types. They were just Pokemon, you know, that was it. The Gecko's the first fanboy Pokemon, Nintendo confirmed. No, they didn't. What are you saying? Miss Sarah. Here you are, Sarah. All right, we got some cards for you, some cards. It's also the fault of the fan art people. They keep using all the cool ideas. Do they? I didn't think of it that way. All right. Damn you, fan artists. Why does Pokemon need a fanboy? That's a great question. I don't know. Woo! The queue is empty. Feel free to place an order. If you're watching this and you've never placed an order, try placing a first-time order on our website. You can alternatively just send cash straight over with PayPal, Zelle, or Cash App, and check out the menu in the description of the live stream. Here's Kangaskhan. Here's Squirtle. Here's Meowth. Whoa! All these lovely cards. So many lovely cards. Boop. Here's Sandshrew. Oh, no rarity Sandshrew. That's cool. He might be underpriced. Here's Execute 9 for 37. That seems like a good price. Capture the Flag. Wow, that's a great moment. Multiplayer moment. Oh, Unknown A. A whopping $120 9. Okay. Mudkip 9, $25. I think that's fair. Here's Luxury 9, $40. Ooh, Magikarp, Holland Phantoms, 150. Jesus. And here's a PSA 8 Master Chief for 20. It's not my wallet. Classic SpongeBob meme. Those are some great 9s and 8s. We've been rotating those all day. Representation. PSA just emailed me and said they damaged my $1,000 card during encapsulation. Did they really? I'll gladly pay you Tuesday for Pokemon today. Bruh, no. Pokemon didn't actually say that the, it did not actually say that the little gecko was a fanboy, right? You're just making that up. All right, let's see. Here's Pokemon Machine. I think that's people projecting their own things. My Poke Shuffles. Of course! your Poke Shuffles, which I specifically said we were going to get for you at the end. Oh, man. You know what happens, Sarah? I only have an attention span that lasts like 15 minutes. So if the order goes over 15 minutes, I have to reread the order. My bad. All right, here goes. I don't know. I'm making it up. 1, 2, 3. Oh, my God. My side. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. That's right. The Poke Shuffles work like this. There's a rule. Buy 10, get 1 free. Huntail, Dolph, Appleton. You got the Appleton. Okay, 1 Appleton. Anything else? Just the Appleton. Darn. You know, it's really cool if you could get the Appleton and another Pokemon in there as well. All right, let's go find him real fast. Appleton. He weighs a ton. How about we find 1 Appleton? 1 ton of apples. Why did I even grade this Pokemon? You know, I grade them because I feel like there needs to be variety, you know? Ooh, kind of a tough round this time, though. It's $36 Appleton. All right, not a big strike. Here it is. He is cute. Here it is. He did grade 10, but he's just, you know, he's like a baked pie or something like that. Very interesting. Sarah says keep. All right, you got it, Miss Sarah. What if I get 20? You get 2 bonus cards then. Every 10 that you buy, you get a bonus card. All right, all good. How I get cards, mister. You go, me, 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 me. There we go. You've placed an order before, right? I'm pretty sure you have. Okay. So we got one of these Pokemon machines. Where's the other Pokemon machine? He's somewhere, right? He's somewhere. Oh, I can't find him now. Oh, here it is. There's the other Pokemon machine. And isn't there a Sylveon too? Somewhere. I don't know where the Sylveon went. Oh, is he just not on the table? Where the hell did I put him? Yes, he is not on the table. That's what's going on. Flapple should be on the table, shouldn't he? All right, so these guys shall go back down into the consignment. Good people of Arrakis. That's right. Zooming in. Clicking on that. Clicking on Bofa. It is I, Shilude. There we go. Record yourself thumbing through slabs for an ASMR video. Thanks, mister. Thank you, Miss Sarah. Sarah, I thought you did good on your I actually thought you did pretty good on your box opening for the Ninja Spinner, getting that Chinchino alt art. So what are all these about? Let's grab this little pile right here. Paul Atreides, little Paul, pesky Paul. Oh, baby, what's this? I like this Beedrill too. What to do with all those? I got work on those one at a time. Here we have an order from Mr. Lamar. He says 5 of the Japanese One Piece EB3. You got it. 2, 3, 4, 5. Ooh. Snipping time. Throw that away. Girl with an apple. Girl with a hat. Put that there. Girl with a hat. Boop. That Bonnie jewelry must be a big deal because she's in a lot of cards, man. A lot of Bonnie jewelry cards out there. Thank you, Mr. Lamar. Nothing crazy getting pulled. No manga. I guess you did pull the SR, didn't you? So you didn't do too bad. Where am I going to find you, Mr. Lamar? You're not like really far away, are you? Somebody got put far away in this. Who got put? Lindsay? Okay, Lamar. Is this you? Yes, it is. Yeah, that L box is starting to get really full. Trickier to find people once the boxes are getting crowded. Come on now. There we go. Okay. She's like 10 years old. Everybody says that. Every time I hear about Jewelry Bonnie, everyone points out that she's like underaged. Does the show like sexualize her a lot? Is that why? How do you guys feel about that? There we go. She's 10 years old, but she has the body of an adult woman. I mean, I don't know what to think about when it comes to that. Is that appropriate? They can do whatever they want, I guess. I don't think people are sitting there going, oh no, I'm not going to watch my show. All right, so here's Dratini. Says 1025 on it, like it hasn't been priced in a while. Dang, dude. That got graded 10 by tag. Now, we've been through another big boom with the Pokemon cards, a second one, because of the February sale. Was it February? Because of the sale of that $16 million Pikachu. Let's see if we can get any news on this. Topps Dratini. Your shipment is arriving soon. Oh. Yeah, actually, it does look like this is a more expensive card. Here's a Pokemon the movie. What do we have? We have Series 3. Is that actually a Series 3 card? So this is Dratini Series 3. Where did we get Series 3 from? I don't remember having Series 3. Series 3 should be expensive. Did I buy this? What did I pay for this? One heck of a whiplash when that came to light. Let's see. We're jumping over to purchase history. Let's see if we actually bought this. Oh my gosh, I think I might have bought oh, never mind. Wait, oh wait. No, that's PSA as well. No, I did not buy this, so I graded it. But it says that it's from Series 3. It's not Pokemon the movie 2000. I don't know if that's accurate. So I'm going to put this up here for a much higher price. I think that this actually might be pretty valuable, and I don't know how to price it anymore. Probably ought to have a big label on it. All right. Your shipment was delivered. FedEx tracking. Oh, what's going to be in it? You guys better be here for the nighttime stream because I have a feeling that we are going... Is your refrigerator running? You better catch it. Hey! Not in here, mister. I have a feeling that we are going to be opening up some fresh tag slabs in the nighttime stream. So I hope you guys are there for the nighttime stream. Now, we're going to wrap up the stream. We're going to conclude the stream here, guys. We've been live. It's 2:15. We're almost hitting the 3-hour mark. There's no more orders in the queue. I am going to go look at that shipment, and I'm going to go have some lunch, and then we're going to be back for the evening stream, which will be in about 2 to 3 hours. So please join me again in the evening stream. Is the jumbo break still available? Yes, sure. Yes, sir. Miss Sarah's in there. We need 3 more people in there. That's the jumbo pack break. Pretty cool, right? All right, cool. So I'll see you tonight. I'll see you later, guys.